All right, good morning, everybody. Give me a one, please. If I sound all right audio-wise, I should sound fine, but let's just make sure. So hit that number one if you can hear me, and if I sound okay, mic-wise. Mark, Todd, Anthony, Hoover, the man. All right, perfect. Philly. All right, whoop. And that's what I knew something wasn't quite right. There we go. And anyways, very quickly, for those of you that watch us in the archive, if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then you got to help support and the stream. This is completely viewer supported. There's no ads. There's no well, there's an ad, I guess, in the archive but at the end of the day, code Clay, all caps, is how to ensure you can support the stream. There's no sponsorships, nothing like that. So if you enjoy, I recommend Take Profit Trader. But if you use any of these prop firms, like I said, you want to continue to have something to watch in the archive, code Clay with any of these prop firms, all caps, is how you can help support it. So I appreciate your consideration. All right, there we go. I'm still wondering if that opening thing does any good or not. I have no idea, but I think it seems to make somewhat sense. All right, let's get this here. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, March 5th. The year is 2026, and we're coming straight back down now, huh? And it has been a wild morning again. Seems like I say that every morning, but yeah, another one of these situations where in fact, even right now, this right here, anybody that was bullish, which I can totally understand why you'd be bullish. Nice move up, pull back down, up, pull back, back up, pull back, back up, pull back, seemingly back up, and then this pullback, yeah, it just, ended with this huge, like, 60-point drop right there. So, yes. And then right now, anybody that was getting short, probably, some problems there. But, yes, it's been something. So, hopefully you're all doing decent out there. Again, if you've been here, not again, I guess this is the first time, but we are going for 400 likes again. I'm bound and determined. We're going to start to make that a routine around here. But on that note, first reminder, hit that like button. If you've been here before and you know you're going to enjoy, make sure you hit the like button. If you've never been here before, welcome to have you, or welcome, great to have you, but no need to hit the like button because I understand you don't know if you're going to enjoy. But if you have been here before and you know you're going to enjoy, please hit that like button. But and somebody at 11 a.m. remind me to talk about my day. Because I know people will ask, and I just want to talk about it once and be done with it. There's kind of just another good little, it's probably partially like a little bit of a sales pitch for the private community of how it works and why you might want to consider. Because yes, the trade that I took was completely mapped out ahead of time via an image, and anybody in the private community, I know some people did take it, would have had the same exact opportunity that I had. So the overnight was busy. Yeah, even that's a nice thing. Nice thing right now is that even in like the after hours, it kind of feels like a normal day. Like it's just moving like a normal day. Whereas during the normal day port of time, now it's just crazy. Again, this candle right here, from basically 15 down here to almost like I said, 100-point candle in a 2-minute slice of time right there. So that right there, and what makes that savage is this. Before that candle happened, it looked like that. And I can completely see it for like, okay, it looks like the bulls might be back. We got the hammer candle. Okay, yeah. And then ba-boom. Whew. And then after that, then it gives the bounce up. So it wipes out these people and then goes upwards where these people would have been okay. But yeah, you're not gonna weather, a 70-point storm. So it's been pretty wild. Well, seems like it may be an Orbio chop for a little while. I don't know. We'll see. I took this short when you alerted the wolf. Nice, Pam. That was, yeah, where is that alert? Yeah, and okay. So what Pam's talking about is I made a bearish alert right there. And that one worked out very nicely. Pam said she took that one very good. So yeah, why more people don't, I don't know. It's we discussed that a little bit. How it's amazing how many people just, anyways, I won't go down that rabbit hole. So another streamer blow 6 accounts on the drop. Oh, on this one right here? Or on this drop. we got to specify the drops. There's been a lot of them. All right, well, I'm still bearish biased. Given V-shapes don't, V-shapes, so V-shape being it's come down and now it goes straight back up. That is not the norm. So therefore, the norm is this thing will at least not necessarily crash back down, but at least give me some opportunities to try to put some shorts on. So I am still bearish biased. And we'll see what I can find. But how are all your days going so far? Green, red, terrible, great, blue an account, passed an account, qualified for a payout, best day ever, worst day ever. Good morning, past one. Hey, good job, Evil. Green, red for Cascade. This is one of these days where, again, which has been the norm over the past, couple of weeks now, it seems. If you, okay, okay. Let's see if I get a short here, 60. Yeah, that's a 30-point stop. That's a 30-point stop. That's what I mean. It's so tricky to get short here and then throw my stop up there. It doesn't seem like that much of a deal, but on a day like today, that's 30 points. I am short. Like I said, I am still bearish biased. Blue line is my entry. Come on, hit my first target at least. Come on. My first target is right there. Come on, at least hit my first target. There we go. Okay, let's get my stop in a green territory. So this will be a green trade now. There we go. Thank you, brother. Now I'm just going to follow it down with this. Why did I only do 3? Why do I have to be responsible? Now, of course, had I been wrong, I'd be very happy that I only did 3. But yes, Hindsight. Come on, keep coming down. And this will be a green trade. Now I'm just trying to figure out how big of a green trade because I don't know how far down this wants to drop. So I have a good problem. Not if I'm going to have a green trade. My only worry, my only concern, my only unknown is how big of a green trade am I going to have? I like it when I'm feeling this kind of stress. How much money am I going to make? I like that stress. This is the fun type of stress. Again, I do not know. I don't know the future. I don't know how far down this will go. Therefore, logic says I do not know how much I'm going to make. I like that. I like these problems. Come on, let loose. No, 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 no. Come back down. Don't stop me out. Okay, all right, stop down. All right. Maybe another short down here, though. This 030, this 30 mark down here. It looks like it's, okay. All right. Maybe this is a better way to visualize it. That trend line right there. I don't remember what that line was for. All right. Oh, wait, is that? Oh, that is. Okay. I have to leave that line here for now because that'll be part of my explanation of the trade from earlier. All right. Well, and right back up we go. So maybe another short up here now. Let's see how it behaves. Hey, Kiel. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Ooh. Do I just get short right here and then throw my stop? I could have a tight little stop here. Still like this trend line here quite a bit. I'm going to try to hold off for now. Keep an eye on that trend line. What would be nice is if this candle closes basically right here, the next one starts, pops up here, bumps its head, and then starts to come back down. I can grab like a short right here and throw my stop above there, get a very tight stop loss. Hey, good morning, Gary. So this candle is going to stop moving in about 10 seconds, 9. So that's what that timer is telling me when this candle here will stop moving. All right, so let's get prepared here. Let's get prepared. Okay, here we go. Okay, now come up, come up, come up, come up. Not down. I want to see it come up and hit that pink line. Okay, that's good, and I can put my stop right above here. Look at that tight little stop loss I can get now. If that red line turns blue, okay, now if that pops up too much, it's gonna, my risk profile is gonna change too much. If this red line turns blue, I'm in. Okay, I'm in. Come on, come down. Come on. Get down through that purple line. Purple line is a 50 period set moving average. So that could present a problem for me, but is it going to reject? Yes, I could have had a scalpy scalp already, but come on, getting through the purple line. Stop bouncing off of it. Come on. Dirty purple line. Is it going to get rejected? No, not looking. And stopped out. All right, well, I tried, but the purple line still may come down. But like I said, that was either a rejection or I needed to get out. And it hit me on the get out. So it kicked me out of the trade. Still may come down, but that's all right. You took the scalpy scalp. Good job. In hindsight, I guess I should have taken the scalpy scalp. Six-minute top of the hour. Yep. I'm going to try again here. Like I said, I'm still bearish biased. I'm in. Come on. Come on. Oh, you stupid purple line. This purple line is going to drive me to the insane asylum. Get through there. Thank you. Thank you. Keep coming down. There we go. I'll take that scalp. It's playing difficult. Yeah, that purple line. I got it, though. I got it. Like I said, you know, within the confirmation bias of our minds, it feels like all the time things V-shape, right? It feels like this. Okay, as soon as it starts to bounce, okay, this is going to V-shape and go straight up. Like that is, it happens, but it is a rarity. Our minds don't make it seem like it's a rarity, but it is a rarity. Now, maybe there's like a kind of a bootleg V-shape. What is a bootleg? Well, it goes down and then it's doing something like this, where it kind of slowly V-shapes back up. It's like, okay, well, in that situation, I can work with that from a short-sided stand. Now, I'm not going to hit any home run trades because none of my trades are really ever going to, you know, work out and give me a lot. But I mean, there are still going to be opportunities for a short to, you know, play those pullbacks. But and well, again, they do happen, but this sort of thing where like it doesn't pull back and it literally just does a total V, very, very rare thing. Yes, our minds make it seem like, okay, as soon as I'm going to get in, it's going to V-shape. It's like, no, that is a complete confirmation bias. More lately, it seems. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Again, I'm given a very specific definition. Straight down and straight out. I have not seen it happening more. Like it's not a common thing. Again, bootleg ones, sure. Like this one maybe works its way all the way up here, and like, oh, look at that V shape. Well, yeah, but within the V shape, there's still, it's not like no short plans worked at all. Like a true V shape is one where it's just like, no, I mean, you have to be scalping like 2 points in order to have a chance to make money. And those things, yeah, that's that if you're, let me put it this way. If you're counting on like building a consistent strategy over like V shapes that go straight up, I don't think that's going to be a consistent strategy. All right, well, that trend line, it still got my eye. So let's do this. Yeah. In fact, no, so not on this next candle. I want to give it one more candle. But so this candle is going to move around for 2 minutes when this one starts. And then on this next one, I'd like to see it come up here, bump its head up around this area. And then if it comes down, try to grab a short through. Okay, so like I said, not on this one. And if it means I get left behind, then so be it. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Simple, but not too simple. That is trading summarized. Trading does not need to be rocket science, but it also, unfortunately, it's more than the orb strategy. Like if you think you can show up and just do the orb being the overnight, the overnight range break. So like, okay, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to, what is the popular one? What is it? Like the 15 minute. So I'm going to wait 15 minutes and establish the high and the low. And then if the price goes through it, I'm getting long. And if the price goes down through it, I'm getting short. Like, I wish trading were that easy. I wish it were that simple. Now, if you're taking that as a foundation to build from, that's a completely different story. But like, if that's what you think all trading is, if you think it's that simple, you're going to be disappointed. All right. So right now, this trend line holding strong. We'll see if we can get. Is that what the orb means? Yeah, the orb strategy. Now, I'm sure but like at the most primitive form, it's wait X amount of time. So if it's a 30-minute orb, wait 30 minutes. If it's a 15-minute orb, wait 15. If it's the 5, wait 5 minutes. Identify the high and low over that period and buy the breakout or short the breakdown of that range. And that's it. Again, if that's a pillar from which you build from, that's not what I'm talking about, because you're actually now, you're putting on some other dynamics. But yeah, if trading were that easy, I assure you, everybody, like the orb would be a world famous thing to do to make lots of money, because everybody would be talking, especially in this day in the social media where people love to brag. Like everybody would know, but then you have the law of diminishing return, where if everybody does something, then the thing no longer works. Yes, this is Take Profit Trader. Yes, I recommend Take Profit Trader as my prop firm. And then through Take Profit Trader, though, I'm using Tradeovate as my platform. So KG, just very quickly, if you use Take Profit Trader, you pick your account. Code Clay gives you 40% off and then 0 activation fee. And then after you pick your account, they'll ask you what platform you want to use, and I'm using Tradeovate. So kind of 2 layers to, what I'm doing. Layer 1, prop firm. That prop firm is Take Profit Trader. Layer number 2, through the prop firm, I'm using Tradeovate. Big announcement incoming, according to financial, what kind of announcement? That's a nice part. Yeah, exactly, Tyler. I use the 50-minute orb as a baseline. Exactly. So what Shalong, and that's totally fine. If you're using that as a baseline, totally fine. And then, of course, on the other end of the spectrum, some people show up and they sound super smart, but I have no idea what they're saying. I don't know what they're talking about. And I'm like, hey, if that works for you, great. But man, you seem to kind of be overcomplicating things. Oh, 11 o'clock. Okay, we are at the 19-minute mark. Okay, so my day real quick. Nothing really to talk about other than, because I don't, whoa. So where did that come from? Well, let me just bring over, and this is also how the private community works if anybody, is interested. So here we go. So I mapped this out at 9:26, NQ trend line on the 5 minute that I'm watching. So it's like, okay, that looks pretty juicy to me. So there's what was alerted to the members right there. And maybe you kind of know where this goes from here, but let me bring over the 5-minute real quick. So here is the 5-minute. There is that trend line. Now, I actually anticipated the trend line. I bought like the break. I guess when I got in, it was essentially the same. But yeah, there's a trend line break. And let me put it this way. I left a lot on the table because that was a good, from where it broke, we'll call it basically 25,000, peaked out at, we'll call it 93. So, 93-point move. I did not get anywhere close to 93 points, but it was NQs. I trusted it. I got aggressive. And there we are. But yeah, to me, I don't know. I would call that one of those like self-fulfilling prophecy levels where I'm thinking, okay, and I love to do this. I think I don't have any empirical data, but this is what I like to do. If I'm a newbie, if I'm pretty brand new to charts and I just read a book and I just finished the trendline chapter, or I, just did something. I watched a YouTube video on trendlines. Could I draw this trendline? Would this trendline stand out to me? And if the answer is yes, then it's like, okay, I think there's some good possibilities of self-fulfilling prophecies around that trend line. Now, obviously, in no way, shape, or form did I think that there was going to break out 93 points. Had I thought that, I would have gotten, very close to 93 points. My point is, that seemed like, again, I'll bring it over here. That seemed like a trend line that somebody, like I said, that just read about and learned about trend lines could draw right there. Very basic. And I never really did draw it. I could have, but you also had essentially a falling wedge pattern here, which is a bullish pattern actually. So you longtime veterans already know that I'm a big fan of the rising wedge, but the falling wedge is another favorite pattern. So that was essentially another way of looking at that. I could have alerted that as a falling wedge too, but I just chose to point out the trend line because that's where my mind was more so based, not necessarily on the bottom part of that wedge, but on the breakout part of it. So there is that's pretty much my day right there. That's how it works. And that was. Oh, and there's the breakthrough there. Doggone it. Doggone it. Again, I am on the record. I like that trend line, but oh well. So there we go. And that was, again, at the 19-minute mark. How does somebody join the group? Again, it is not a free group, just so you know. It's a whopping $99 every 3 months. Which, if you do the math, that breaks down to $8.25 per week. I'm pretty confident you'll get at least $8.25 per week of value. But anyways, that is how you can join. It's worth it, though, every penny. Thank you, Zach. What concept do you trade? Or is it just scalps? First off, there are no concepts, okay? When you say concept, I know what you're talking about. I trade my own concept. And here's the truth of the matter. You're going to also need to have your own concept. Wait, you mean I got to think for myself and build something for myself? Yeah, you do. Well, why? Because we all have different risk tolerances. If somebody were to say, hey, how do you have fun? One person's going to say, go skydiving. Somebody else is going to say, read a book. Are either of those people wrong? No. But what do those answers reveal? That reveals a difference of risk tolerance for each one of those people. Which is why when somebody says, hey, use my concept, use my strategy, that doesn't mean that it doesn't work for them, but it doesn't mean it's going to work for you either, because everybody has little nuances of different risk tolerance. So, yeah. The concept I use, that is just my concepts. I call it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. I like some candlesticks. I like some moving averages. I like some trend lines. And there we go. But yes, too many people show up, and I understand why, but they treat trading, they think trading is like going to Walmart, going to the strategy aisle, the concept aisle, and then just like picking a concept off the shelf. All right, I'm going to do that. That's not how it works. Now, from a sales pitch standpoint, those people selling those things, trying to build a following off those things, well, yeah. I mean, that's a good way to sell stuff, right? No, back testing is very overrated unless you're going to have a bot do everything. Because here's just the basic statistics of back testing. If you back test, and let's just say you have here's the past history over 5,000 trades. It's like, okay, the data you're now looking at is based off of 5,000 trades. Now the question becomes, when you start to trade it, are you going to take all 5,000 trades? Like, are you going to, if you see the criteria met, are you going to take it? Or are you going to hesitate? Because as soon as you hesitate, you now have a little apples and oranges situation. Because your statistics are based on 5,000 trades, taking it every time. But if you hesitate 5, 10 times, well, now all of a sudden, your sample sizes are different. So yes, I'm not saying that backtesting is worthless. If you're going to have a bot where it's going to take all 5,000 trades when the next 5,000 trades show up, then fine. That's apples to apples, sample sizes, statistics, stuff like that. But if you're going to do it like manually, no, let's be real. You're not going to take every single one. You're not going to be sitting at your computer for every one. You're going to see it sometimes and hesitate because you're a human being. So yes, backtesting, and more times than not, I would argue it is deceiving and not helpful. Where'd my coffee go? Am I a dent? That's a deep question. Wow. What a... Did anybody... Give me a 2 if anybody took that trendline break here. That's it. I use trade... Oh, trendline. Good job. Mike, Zach, Mark, Cascade, Cody, BMR. Good job. Doggone it. I don't know if I'd still be holding right now, but... So again, it goes back to the whole, oh man, everything V-shapes. Yes, V's exist, but like, if you're trying to build a strategy on needing V-shaped recoveries, it's going to be a tough go. When do we get out? I don't know, Mike. You're the one that actually was smart enough to take the... Granted, I was distracted at the time, but that's all right. Anyway, okay, so this line I can officially get rid of. That was for example's sake. I can get rid of that trend line there. Okay, there we go. I suppose I can get rid of this trend line too, as it served its purpose, but... All right, well... Right now, kind of in no man's land. A short feels like a total chase right now. A long seems like a total knife catch in kind of no man's land. I guess maybe there's a low right there that you could justify, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, maybe a long down here. But even, okay, I could see a stop then making sense under the lows, but how big of a stop is that? So if you're in at, let's call it 63, and your stop is below there, yeah, I mean, you're looking at least a 30-point stop. So, I mean, I guess if you're going to take a 30-point stop, just make sure to double check that position size. Taking a 30-point stop with, 5, 6, 7, 8 MNQs, it can add up very quickly. And then obviously if you're taking a 30-point stop with 1 or 2 NQs, it adds up that much quicker. Quicker. I'll try along if it gets down to 971. That low, I'm guessing. Nope. And then I'm guessing a stop is like down below the low of that candle. Southpaw. Or I'm sorry, Ty. Hey, yeah, I'm not happy you necessarily chase, but what do you think so far? Are you liking futures in the prop firm and all that stuff? It's been kind of a long journey for you. I am long now for a scalpy scalp. All right, well. You were trying to catch a knife, and we'll see if it works out for it. Uh-oh. All right, I'm logged out. Okay, back in. That's the second time Tradeovate done that. All right, well, it looks like your scalpy scalp is not working out, so Kialali, careful. All right, I hope you're out now. If not, you're cooked. Stop. Okay. All right, well, I appreciate you letting us know in real time. That takes courage. You were wrong. Hey, welcome to the club. We're all wrong. That's part of being a trader. Let me put it this way. If your ego is too big where you cannot say, I am wrong, trading, run the other way. Trading is definitely not for you. Not for you. Still in from the trend line. From up here? Let's go, Hoover. Nice trade. Yeah, good grief. Is anybody still in? So I deleted it out, but I had a trend line, something like that. Is anybody still in from up here? Mike's still in too? Scalping just got me out of the red. Good job, Fitman. Wow. Wait, how many points is that now for some of you? Right around 57 down to... Wow, you guys are almost at 100 points. I've never, ever... So I've been trading futures now probably... yeah, a year and a half-ish, maybe going on 2 years now. I mean, I've been a day trader of stocks and options for a very long time. But I just say all that because I've yet to have a 100-point trade. One day I dream of getting the 100-point trade, but it has not yet I've gotten close. I think I've gotten maybe a 70 or 80 point, but never 100. So yeah, anybody that got up around here, you're basically at a 100-point trade. I'm not saying you should get out just because it's 100. I'm just saying you held 5, Mike. Dang, Mike, that is adding up quick. I rocked it this morning plus 200. So how much is that? Again, I'm a dent. So how much money is that? One MNQ on 200 points. Is that $400? Or is that 800? I think it's 800. You haven't got 100 points either? Yeah. And who knows? Maybe I never get 100. I'd like to think at some point when when I do the strategy, the management, where I let the thing work for me, I'd like to think there's one in my future, no pun intended, where it works out. Gatekeeper's out. Look at that, right off of the overnight low. Somebody said they were getting long down there. Was that Southpaw? Somebody said, good job. All right, I am still bearish biased, especially if it gets back up in this zone here. Did you take it, Ty? Please tell me you took it. Stopped out. Good job. Yeah, I would assume this move here is taking out all the longs that got in from the trend line break up there. Yeah, Sam, it sounds like you enjoy you sounds like you are a sway trader. Okay, dude, Sam, stop. What are you doing, Sam? Maybe your cat walked across your keyboard. But yeah, Sam, sounds like you are a sway trader. If you're using the 1 hour and 4 hour time frames, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying you are somebody that's prepared to hold a position for hours on end. Again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that sounds like torture to me. I look at you as a crazy person, but I am well aware that you also look at me as a crazy person. Like, this dude is nuts. This dude thinks holding for 5 minutes is like a long time. So we both find each other crazy, but hopefully we can meet on the common ground of understanding that, hey, if it works for you, fantastic. But yeah, good for you, Sam. If you like the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame because you find that less stressful, fantastic. But yeah, that's not going to be my cup of tea. Good morning, Goo. Seems like the contracts are barely moving. I mean, I don't know. They seem to be moving pretty quickly. 97, 98, 96, 97, 95. And oh, yeah, I'd say they're moving relatively quick. Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, okay. So $800. How long were you in that trade to get the 200 points, though, would be my question. Your wife, hey, I think you're not like the third person, or maybe, maybe this is like a common thing where like people are like, the spouses, like the other spouse is also, they enjoy the streamers, but they're not like both there. So like Burger's like, hey, and my wife Sam says hi to you. Well, hello, Sam. Oh, okay. By drawing this, I know I'm going to tempt myself in, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it per se. But is that a short below that? Nope. All right, not going to do it. Here's why. As I glance at the 5 minute, we have the overnight low. We have a pivot point. We have the bottom of this pretty good size hammer candle right here. So all these dynamics being kind of around the same general area, I'm going to go ahead and pass. Doesn't mean that can't work out, but in my view of things, doesn't seem like a great edge. Is this bearish? Well, I don't know what your definition of bearish is, Tiagos. So let me ask you, What does your strategy, what do your rules suggest that this is? Is this bullish or bearish? What country are you in? Based on your name, I'm not quite, you might be in a country where it's banned. I'm still learning. Well, yeah, so my point is some people are going to look at this as bullish. Other people are going to look at this as bearish for different reasons. Oh, you're from the USA. Okay. Then, yeah, what I'm doing is I am 2 layers. Layer number 1, I'm in a prop firm. Take Profit Trader is who I'm using as my prop firm. They're who I use, who I recommend, and that's the link that you see at the top of the screen. And then through them as a prop firm, I am using Tradeovate as my platform, as my broker, however you want to say that. Again, still could work out from the short side, but I'm going to have to pass on this trend line here. If we break that area, we could really go, yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah, the nice thing about those very condensed areas are if you break them, it can certainly create a whole nother momentum leg down. But that's a pretty big if you can break them. Oh yeah, well Webull, the problem with Webull is you're risking your own funds. I mean, you have way more skin in the game. I'll put it that way. Webull, that is completely your cash in the account. One bad day, one bad trade, and you can wipe out a whole lot of your cash. So that is why around here I preach Pam's plant, which is an argument for day traders to day trade futures through a prop firm. But yeah, Webull in and of itself tells me that you're risking your own funds. All right, I'll be right back. I got to grab some coffee. See you later. What did I miss? Anything? No? Let's go. Yeah, so to me, no shock that this trend line here is not exactly the cleanest of breaks. Again, doesn't mean it can't break, but down at the white line, though, is pretty interesting. I might try double bottom bounce down there. Maybe kind of, sort of. That action just got a bit spicy. But even here, these scalps are still great. Like, if you shorted there, I don't know, let's call it, I don't know, 50, 58. Went down to there, 42. Yeah, I mean, that's still like a 16-point, like, it looks like a total failure of a breakdown, but that was still 16 points. And from a scalp standpoint, I mean, you could have very, very, very realistically gotten 10 points. If it moved 16, you could have gotten 10 out of there. So, yeah, today is, you know, it works both ways. Like when you look at stop losses and you're like, oh man, that's a tight, that seems so small, but oh wow, that's 30 points. Well, same is true for the scalpers. It's like, oh man, look at that failed bounce right here. Yeah, kind of, but if we say the bounce started here at 55 and went up as high as 80, I mean, that's what's what? A 25-point bounce? Like, and if you're a scalper and you like 10 points or whatever, I mean, there you go. RTY is what? That's the Russell? ES already broke through the daily low, did it? Yeah, still kind of sitting there. Whoops. That's right. We'll get that trend line out of here. That line can go. Again, as a reminder, hit that like button. We need to get up to 100 likes by the 1 hour mark. So we have about 20 minutes to get 27 likes. As a father of 6 kids, I need to manage my time wisely. So I prefer to spend my time doing things where it seems to have value. So how do I determine if this live stream is having value, if it's a good use of my time? Well, the way that I find as a metric to gauge that question is the like button. And I've learned now that if people are enjoying, if people are finding value, therefore I'm spending my time wisely, then we should be able to get up to 100 likes by the 1 hour mark. So hitting the like button is actually a very practical metric for me. So if you are enjoying in any way, shape, or form, make sure you hit it. All right, maybe a short up here. We kind of have maybe like a little double top here. Plus we have the 21 EMA. I'm not going to just blindly short there. I'll look for some sort of confirmation. But yeah, I am bearish. Yes, anything is possible, but I am bearish biased on the day until further notice. It's amazing how much I made on one. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's the crazy thing. It's like, I mean, you could argue that I'm being crazy with 5 micros. And maybe I am, but I within the macro risk management of things, I got green on the day. I got cushion for me to still be, Okay, here we go. Okay, in my ideal world, which this one did not work earlier. Well, in hindsight, I guess I should have just shorted right at the double top, huh? I don't know if I would have been filled. But in my ideal world, this candle here closes right up around here. The next candle comes up here, bumps its head, comes down. Take my stop or, get short right around here. Throw my stop right around here. So have a tight risk profile. And those are the type where you can be wrong on those the majority of the time, but still be plenty green. Because all it takes is 1 or 2 to really work out. And the risk reward over time takes care of itself. But as of now, it's looking like I'm not going to get my setup that I wanted. Because look at that. Right off of a 21 EMA. I still remember that one dude showing up, giving me and all of us, let me put it this way, us being defined as anybody that uses moving averages within day trading. Like that we're idiots or something. Moving averages are a joke within smaller time frames. No, I'm not saying moving averages are holy grail. I'm not saying they're perfect. Nothing like that. But come on. And if you're a viewer, you know that I love the 21 EMA. And once again, the 21 EMA doing work. Again, it's not a holy grail, but if you're newer, I would submit you at least experiment with it and see what you think about it. I will take a short up here, though. Let's see here. Yes, short, and then I can put my, what is, even that's like a 12-point stop. This is nutso. Look at this. That little small distance is still 12 points. So because of that, I'm going to move it up a little bit more. There we go. Now we're at like a 10-point stop. All right, here we go. Very basic premise. Comes up here and gets rejected again. So, and I guess maybe one way you could look at it is like a triple top. If we call this section top number 1, top number 2, will it give a number 3 right here? So we'll see if it can get up there. Oil almost hit 80. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly, Todd. We won't even go down there, but it's funny. I always think about that one dude. Not as much as the dude that said 0 DT options don't have theta. Not as much as that guy. That's going to be a hard one to take. Okay, if this red line turns blue, I am in. So we're getting somewhat close. And we, close. Maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. And in. See if we can get that. Oh, the blinking blue line of annoyance. Oh. All right, I'm out. I cannot deal with that blinking blue line. It's like, doggone it. All right, well, the bad news is blinking blue line. The good news is there is a solution for it. So, let me log out. So if you're on the web browser of Tradeovate, you can just refresh your page. we'll do this from right now. We'll turn this into a little commercial break. Here we go. If you want to support the stream as I get the thing figured out, there you go. I recommend Take Profit Trader. Code Clay with any of these prop firms is how you can help support the stream. There we go. Look at this. I'm trying to multitask, get my problem fixed while running a little commercial there. I don't know if I'm succeeding, but you know what? I'm trying to improvise. All right. There's that. Again, if you have this blinking blue line issue and you're on the desktop, just log out and back in. And that will do the issue. I think, unless something has changed. All right. So, yeah, it's kind of rolled over a little bit, but you can just hit at F5 on the desktop client. It is a web browser and is. Oh, so I can refresh this window by hitting F5. Am I understanding what you're saying? Is that? Good morning, Legsit. I always hear talk about the blinking blue line. What is that blinking blue line on your? Did you not just see the blinking blue line in that last trade? Did you just get here, Riggs? I don't know, Riggs, if you just got here, I don't know, scroll back maybe 3 minutes and you'll see me take a trade. And then the line, the blue line starts to blink and it's, doggone it. And it's very panic inducing. Or for me, it's just not panic inducing, like seizure inducing almost type of thing. It's obnoxious. Did anybody take that short with me and not have the blinking blue line so you're still in and now you're getting this rollover? Give me a 2 if you took that trade but you're actually still in. Because in no way, shape, or form would that have stopped me out. I mean, you guys saw my stop there. Mike, CD, Philly, Black. No, I didn't ask if you did. I said if you took it and are still in. That is the qualification, and are still in. Almost my entry was a bit higher. Oh, so close yet oh, so far away. All right, well, now I kind of have not kind of, I do. All right, so if I look to play like a double bottom, do I get long here? Yes, I'm talking out loud. So 40 entry, stop down here, 27, about a 13 point. Yeah. I'll risk 13 points. Why not, brothers? Why not? All right, let's think. Yeah, all right, buy. And then if I put my stop, down, yeah. All right, sell. So about a 12-point stop here on 5MNQ. So with slippage, we'll call it, I don't know, 14-point stop. So yeah, we'll see if we can get, I guess, a triple bottom is what I'd technically be going. If we say this is bottom 1, this is bottom 2, do we get another bottom here for the triple bottom? So that is the current game plan. Overall, though, I'm still bear. Look at the 21 EMA. Look at the 21 EMA. Control and F5 at the same. Well, I'm not, again, this is not a screen. This is like a separate window. I do realize that Control F5 if you're in a browser, but as far as I can tell, I'm not in a browser right now. Maybe I am because I don't understand, but that's right, Thomas. Pass TPT eval or any eval. From what I hear, if you use code Clay all caps, it's like a guaranteed pass and guaranteed payouts or something. That's just what I've heard on the streets. On the mean streets of futures day tradingville. Started day minus 600. Now I'm minus 100. Hey, good job. All right, maybe another short here. Same premise that I've been talking about. So if this candle can close like right around here, next candle pops up a little bit and then comes down, I'll take a swipe at it from the short side. So this candle is going to stop moving around and now about 10 seconds. So no, don't go up too far else you're going to Okay, it's still in. Nope. All right, never mind. Pushed up too high. So, okay, 21 on the 5, though. We're still, well, okay. Let's reassess. 20, or 5 minute. You can see right there, good job with the 21 EMA. The value of that is at about 27. So we'll watch this on the, so where's 27 here? That looks, this looks juicy up here. Have the 200 period simple moving average, that pink line, have the VWAP. Basically, kind of clumped together. Last time the price got up around those two, did a great job of acting. But we got one bridge at a time. I'm getting maybe a little far ahead of ourselves. But I do like that area up there definitely for a nice little potential short. Should be able to structure a convenient risk reward. What time duration is your volume profile indicator? I don't know. Whatever the default is. I click on this and that. So whatever that default is, that's what mine is. But I do not know anything beyond that. Yeah, that's right, Goose. Code Clay. All right, we are at the 21 EMA in the 5 minute. So if you're getting short right around here, to me, it doesn't necessarily make sense looking at the 2 minute. But if I look over at the 5, I can totally understand what you're doing. Slick Nick is back. Remember from yesterday, I did my first trade today about 30 minutes ago, made $300. Hey, all right, Slick Nick. Now, the most important question, Slick Nick, is did you use code Clay when you signed up? That is the most important question. It defaults to 1 day for the volume profile. Okay, is that the default setting, Philly? Jimbo, you could be out there learning about certain things right now. So the fact that you're not, I'm worried. I'll just put it that way. I'm worried. You could be out there generating future images for social media just so we have an archive of them. But no, you're not, I don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried for you. It says no. Again, the minimum is 5 days. The test phase is minimum 5 days. You can take as long as you want to pass. But I say, in my opinion, aim to pass within 30 days. Because after you pass, this per month fee goes away. The per month is only during the test phase. After you pass, it goes away. So if you pass within 1 month, your all-in cost, therefore your all-in risk, is 102. Because worst case that happens is you blow the account, meaning they take the account away from you, meaning you lost the 102. Now, if it takes you 3 months to pass, well, now all of a sudden you have to pay that 3 times. So your risk is now higher. So, no, you don't have to pass in 5 days. The minimum is 5 days. I'm a little worried, though. You didn't answer if you use code Clay. You're dodging that question. All right. I'll be very honest. And if this makes me selfish, I guess I'm selfish. I don't know. I'm trying to, as always, manage my time wisely. But like turning me into your personal customer service rep and then not using code Clay, no. Homie, don't play that game. Hey, Clay, let me ask you 8 million questions. I'm using somebody else's code, but no. Homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that. Well, they might use somebody else's code, is what I'm getting at, Slick Nick. Well, I still have my order down here to get long, and then a stop loss right there. But that's the only spot I'm bullish. Other than that, I am bearish biased. I'm bullish enough to take a long down there. But other than that, nope. I don't really trust any of this stuff right now. I don't trust it. Can you change the code to debt? No, that would not be good from a marketing standpoint. Can you imagine all the typo potential? Like if I was actually smart, it would be like one letter. It'd be like use code I don't know. What letter on the keyboard is E? Like when you look at your keyboard, what is the first letter you see? No. Okay, everybody look at the keyboard and let me know the first letter you see. I will join. I'm going to look down. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there is no science, apparently. I don't know if there's like some sort of psychology where maybe the eyes are directed at a certain letter. Doesn't seem so. So never mind. All right, maybe a short here coming. By the way, again, the 21 EMA and the 5 minute. Doing work like it did here. Again, the 21 EMA. I'm not saying it's magical. I'm not saying it's holy grail. All I'm saying is you might want to, if you're new, you might want to just experiment with it a little bit. See what you think about it. Hello, I used to watch you a lot a few months back when you didn't have a beard. What are you talking about? I just started growing my beard last week. See, now I'd like a short here, stop above here, but now I'm like, okay, now I'm kind of right in front of that area. So does that make a lot of sense? So if I put my stop all the way up there, now all of a sudden now I'm risking like 30 points. So not totally clean for me. And if this drops straight back down, none of that would have mattered anyways because it would have been a winning trade. But yeah, exactly. That's the morning shadow. Hey, good morning, Evan. What is the pink line? The pink line up there is the 200 period simple moving average. The purple line here is the 50 period simple moving average. But what do you think, Slick Nick? So let me ask you this. Are futures better than that crypto nonsense you were trading? I think I know the answer, but what are your thoughts? Coming from what you were trading, which was like something in the world of crypto, to now trading futures. 100% better. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you just hearing me out, hearing us out, and giving it a try. And now you're like, okay. See, that's the whole point of the live stream right there, to help the Slick Nicks of the world that just don't know. They're out there. He thought that it made sense to do what he was doing, and fair enough as somebody that's new to the markets. But he was open-minded enough to be like, oh, really? Okay. Oh, yeah, I can see how this makes. Let me give it a try. And now he's like, oh, yeah, this is 100%, his words, not mine, 100% better than what he was doing previously. So that is the core goal of this live stream. I'm not here to prove anything about myself as a trader. I don't, whatever. If you think I'm a terrible trader, that's fine. I'm here to talk about Pam's plant, day trading futures through the prop firm. All right, this is looking very tasty here on the 5 minute. I don't know if I can, the stop loss may not make the most sense, but is this 5 minute going to get rejected by that 21 EMA again? What is that low? Okay, let's do this. I'll get short there, and then I can get my stop right up there. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let me get it up a little bit higher. Oh, you dirty rat. Oh. All right, that was the move I wanted, and it. All right, maybe we can try up here around 41 now. Yep. I'm going to try that. He's going to talk about it. I know what he's going to say next. He's going to talk about it. He's going to start talking about the difference between broad statements and nuance. No, I'm not. I know. Well, I know what some of you are saying, and you're right. Well, Clay, dude, like your first entry point was like right here. You would have been filled. You would have stayed in, and you'd be in the green. I know. Sometimes I out-fancy myself, I think. Granted, I'm saying all this in hindsight, so. Sometimes you're a little you're a little too clever. Well, what is my all-time favorite? Oh, I don't know. I like food too much to have an all-time favorite. There's so much good food out there. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tough question. I'd have to think about it. Okay, you didn't like meal? Or like a meal would be like a buffet. That way there's a bunch of foods. There we go. My favorite dinner meal would be a buffet meal. I don't know if I quite answered that as how you intended, but there we go. I'm gonna get a little cute with my answer. Favorite type of meal? Buffet. Oh, you took it, Goose. Good job. Did I cancel my long down here? I can't remember. I did. Well, if it starts to get down there, I'll throw it out there. But I guess it doesn't matter, even if I forgot about it. No, it does matter. Forgotten open orders are just never a good thing. Took it from the 5-minute instead. Good job. I like barbecue chicken, potatoes, and onions on the grill. Hey, I'm not going to complain about that. I've been trading since, I don't know, 2006-ish. Yeah, Fogo de Chao. I love Fogo de Chao. Unfortunately, Des Moines does not have a Fogo de Chao. Maybe one day. Picana. Or what's that? There's a Texas de Brazil. Does not have one of those either. Okay, I will try a short up there. My stop will be right there. Doesn't Arby's actually have decent meat? I don't know. I don't really do fast food anymore. I don't know. It's just ever since the dollar menu went away, I'm kind of like, nope, I'm done. All right, well. So I'll throw this order out here so we can be prepared for both. Oh, okay. Here we go, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is Jet staying? Okay. Okay. Okay, maybe Phil here. Oh. Okay, I'm in. I don't like this one, though. I think I should have canceled that out, yeah. I got stubborn. I'm like, nope. I wanted it that first time up. When it didn't fill me, I was like, okay, that was the move I actually wanted, but I got stubborn. I mean, you heard me say it. I should probably have canceled and stopped out. So that was me getting frustrated with the lack of fills. What platform am I using? Are you rage baiting right now, Acid Law, or is that true? I recognize your name. Surely you've heard me say that. Or so are you rage baiting, or is that an honest question? All right. Well, my next area of interest, probably the better grammatical way to say that, is up around here. Okay, well, you know that I'm using you at least know I'm using Take Profit Trader, right? So I'm using Take Profit Trader as my prop firm, and then through Take Profit Trader, I'm using Tradovate. Do I do this? I am. Oh yeah, okay. So is that a trend line that I think a lot of like beginners could draw? Yeah. Therefore, I find those very interesting from the potential self-fulfilling prophecy angle of things. I'm not looking for longs. Oh, not me. I am completely bearish biased. I'm looking for shorts. So you're actually still trading, Slug? Yesterday at this point you were done for the day, but at this point you're still trading then? I mean, a platform like NinjaTrader. Okay, my friend, I did answer you. I'm using Take Profit Trader as my prop firm. Through the prop firm, I am using Tradeovate. Maybe we tap VWAP and it rejects and we go down again. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, you're still looking to trade. Gotcha. Yeah, during the checkout process on Take Profit Trader, after you pick your account, they'll ask you what platform do you want to use, and they got several. So yeah, I'm just using Tradeovate. Hey, good morning, Cam. So yeah, I'm sitting on my hands right now until the price gets up around this area, and then at that point in time, like I said, I will be looking for a potential short up around there. But until then, I'm just gonna sit on my hands and we'll see what happens. I didn't like executing on Tradeovate at first, but I'm trying to get used to it. Yeah, I mean, no platform is perfect. Tradeovate fits the bill too, but no, I think I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to them now, but I like them. Yesterday I made good money right away, so today is a little slower for me. Yeah, do what you got to do. A lot of upper shadow still trying to kind of work itself out on the 5-minute, but for now, just trying to, don't want to rush into anything. Asian session has been surprisingly well. Yeah, lately the kind of the after hours is like normal day, like normal trading. Like it still moves very nicely and all that. So I can, yeah, exactly. When the New York market's open, that's been when things have been very, very volatile. But like the after hours and then the Asian session is kind of more like still great movement, but more kind of controlled. But we all have different definitions of what great movement is. So even that is like there's nuance within those statements. I caught a good long in the Asian session last night. Yeah, I did not trade any of that stuff last night. All right, I might have to make a phone call here in a second. Yeah, last night was a bit more noob friendly compared to the last 30 minutes. Yeah, it's yes. No. Did I trade? No, that was this morning. What? Yeah. I'm trying to think because I don't remember now. I don't remember. Maybe I did trade last. No, I don't think I did. I don't know. I can't remember. This is why I always laugh. We were like, "Can you talk about your last trade?" I'm like, I realized my last trade just happened 2 minutes ago, but I don't remember. I can't remember like because, and maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe it's just my brain, but like everything starts to blend together. So like bless people's hearts that are like, "Can you tell us about yesterday?" I'm like, no, I can't even tell you about 2 minutes ago trade. Yeah, I'm going for it. I'm going for this trendline break. Come on, let loose. Let loose. No, no, no. Not in that direction. I'm adding 5 more if it comes back down. Again, I will technically be adding to a winner because this blue line is my entry, but I'm adding, you know. So I could be taking a scalpy scalp, but I'm not. I'm going to add to it because I like this. I think we might be able to get some sort of breakdown here. Just in case there's like a spike down, I want to throw out a couple orders out there. Come on. Ugh. No, come back down. Move up my entry point a little bit more now. Okay, I added. Come on. Come on, brother. Go. Go, go, go. Let loose, let loose, let loose. Come on, come on, come on. Go, go, let loose. Do it. Come on. Dude, this trend line is going to drive me to the insane asylum. Let go. All right, I can't do it. Gave that thing plenty of time. Can't do it. I added, and if I'm going to add, I'm not going to sit around and putz around. But you know what? I'm hopping back in. All right, new order right here to add. Actually, I'll start at 5 again if it comes back down. Piece of garbage tread line. Dirty rat. You dirty, dirty rat. You flea-ridden dog. It has not been choppy. This has been like, today is not a day where I would call anything choppy. We definitely had different definitions of choppy if you would call today choppy. Good. I'm trying to re-enter now again right there. Again, I would say we had different definitions of choppy. How that's choppy, I mean, I would call this, it's been, you know, a little bit of an upwards channel here. So yeah. Dog face. It is. This is a dog face pony mark. All right, I can come up a little bit more here, I think. Yeah, try to anticipate the break. Again, if I get filled at the red line, I mean, come on. There are guarantees, right? I think there's guarantees in the market. One of those being this trend line has got to let go. Like it has to, doesn't it? Waiting for my short at 080. Yeah, I can see 080. I'm also interested up there, but I'm also trying to trust the trend line. Okay, do I now try a short here? Try to anticipate the break of the trend line if it comes back down. Or am I out fans? No, this all makes sense. This all makes sense. Yep, I'm going to try it right there, boy. Now, at least at this point, even if it doesn't break through the trend line, I'll still be nicely in the green. All right, never mind. It's just going back up. Well, I'm glad I got out where I did there. There was just, I gave that thing enough time. And I mean, if you're here for that, you notice it was just not willing to let go. And yeah, that's because there were buyers there. So I played that one about as good as I could have played it. I mean, unfortunately, it did not let go, but I was prepared. Had that thing let go, it's raining men. That's what I've been singing. Clay, don't you mean it's raining dollar bill? No, I meant it's raining men. That's what I meant. That was not a singo. Get it? Typo, singo. All right, let's get serious here. Come on, I just want It's Raining Men trade. That's all I want. I don't think I'm asking for much. I want to be sitting here singing It's Raining Men. You see me buffering? My internet. Don't scare me like that, Midmont. I have no buffering. Yesterday we had an internet issue, so I'm a little paranoid. Yeah, you might want to check your internet, Midmont. You were fine today. Now you were good. No buffer for me. All right. Yeah. Midmont, I think your hamster needs some food. When's the last time your hamster on the wheel was given some water? I will say this, so on the 5-minute, this is juicy. This is a clay booty trade right here. Clay booty trade. Look how juicy this is. You could get a short right here. Throw your stop above right there. Look at that tiny little risk profile. I'm up 300 on the day. Think I should just walk away? Well, I don't know. Are you getting a bunch of good setups? Are you in the groove? CPU a Dorito. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, there's my short at the red line. So if it wants to come up here, I'm ready for you, brother. Me and that trend line, though, I want revenge on that thing. Don't think that I forgot about you, trend line. I want you to pay me. Don't think I've forgotten. I took this movement right here. I took that personal. Okay, well, I don't like you right now. Okay, no, don't break the trend line right here. I don't like that setup per se. Come on. Come up here and get smacked right back down. Come on. Yeah, Nam. Yeah. Can't complain. Can't complain. Got a nice trend line break this morning. Got a nice 93-point trend line break. And I don't know. I probably got like 15 points. I don't even know how many points. I don't even want to know because it was one of those weird trades where I'm like, okay, that's some good solid green. Oh, wow, that could have been way more. But no, I would be a dog-faced pony soldier liar if I thought that the trade I took of a trend line break had 93 points in it. No, I do not trade personal accounts. I'm a prop firm trader. Trading personal accounts doesn't make any sense. I don't understand the math of how that makes any sense. I'm not risking my own funds. I'm not an egomaniac. I am a baboon. I have bad days. I go on tilt. And when I go on tilt, it can be bad. So I'd rather just be cooking a few prop accounts as opposed to doing thousands of dollars damage in a personal account. I like the ROI potential in prop firms. As long as we are green, we are good. No. If you are green, that's what GME people said and AMC traders, right? Hey, I'm green. I'm making all this money. I'm buying dips because it always goes back up. I'm green. That's all that matters. A lot of those people are no longer around. I buy dips because things always go back up. Yeah, that can be true for a period of time. Again, GME, AMC, numerous other situations. But there does reach a point where, yeah, those dips are no longer dips. They're reversals, and there go all your gains. So no. As long as we are green, we are good. I respectfully disagree. Agreed. Prop firms just are game-changing. Short at 60, stop loss 70. All right, Nero, I appreciate you. Mapping that out ahead of time. Again, I have a short right here. My stop is right there. Very basic premise. Either this kind of double whammy of the VWAP here and the 200 period simple moving average is resistance and smacks it back down, or it'll be a losing trade. So let's see what we can cook up here. You're with me on this trade? All right, brother, let's get it. Okay, if that red line turns blue, I'm in. So close to getting... All right, I'm in. Are you really going to just go not up and care at all? Really? Not at all. You're not going to care about that area at all. I guess not. All righty then. Well... VWAP? What's that? 200 period simple moving average on the 5 minute. What's that? We don't care about that. We don't got time for that. Okay. Well. Clay, I ain't see you have a losing day yet. Well, you're not watching hard enough, J-Bo. In fact, on Monday I talked about a cooked account. Wow. Okay. I will say this. I'm glad I had that stop. May God have mercy on your souls if you got undisciplined on that one from the short side and are like, nah, bro. Stops are for losers. Okay. All I'll say to you is code Clay, all caps. Code Clay, all caps. Are you placing a stop loss? I already placed my stop loss and I'm already out of the trade. I'm long from 44. Well, where were you telling us you were long from 44? Why weren't you telling us that like ahead of time? Come on now, brother. Clay, I'm new. Prop firm. Can you talk about the most significant rules for the... I mean, it's all kind of on their website. So no, I mean, right now I don't really feel like breaking all that down. Just go to the link. It's kind of all right there. If I, yeah, what a convenient, okay, never mind. Okay, I'm going to try a short right here off of this previous session close, which is the orange line. Okay, I'm in, short. I'll take that scalpy scalp. I'll take the little scalpy scalp there. I failed my first eval today. Gonna start again Monday. Yeah, well, that is part of it. So in other words, you had a losing trade. Well, I guess I shouldn't have scalpy scalped, huh? Guess I shouldn't have scalpy scalped. What's the difference between a put and a call? Yeah, don't. Are you man like you? Are you wanting a day trade? Oh my goodness. Why did I scalp there? Goodness. Woohoo! Now the longs are getting cooked up. Oh my goodness, this market don't care about anybody. We don't care about anybody. We're going straight up and then we're coming straight back down. Oh my good grief. Woo! Open up your windows. That what you smell are cooked accounts. That's what you smell. Open it. Go right now. Go to your office window, wherever you're at. If you're in the bathroom, your window's probably already open. But like what you smell, if you're in the bathroom, is not what you think you smell. What you actually smell are cooked accounts. After all this. Wow. Oh my goodness. What a buffoon I look like. But I'm sorry. Like, so what I talked about earlier in terms of like, if you're expecting V-shapes within your strategy, that's not going to be a very consistent strategy because V-shapes don't normally happen. Like if you're expecting these sort of rejections for a strategy to be profitable, yeah, that's probably not going to be a profitable strategy because this is like, that is, whoo, crazy. How much did you Oh, that's true. I was going to say, how did you survive this? We got in the same spot, Brian. Where's your stop at? Actually, no, I'm serious. Or did you hop back in? So on the trade we took right here, where was your stop on that one, Brian? What? This is no. Oh, gotcha. So you were kind of. It would have been pain if you were not right. I'm glad it worked out for you. If you gained on a scalp, you gain. Yeah, that's true. But that sort of logic also results in people having 95% win rates and then they're still not profitable. Where do you see the candle counter? You add that in by coming up here, settings, and then you go right there, bar countdown settings. That's how you add in the clock. Goodness. Okay, so now think about it. Nobody is crazy as a long if you're like, okay, I'm going to buy the breakout area right here. I'm going to get long, especially when it kind of puts around. Those longs, hopefully they were disciplined because if not, they now have 70 down here. They got about a 40-point drop against them. What stock is this? We are not day trading stocks. We are day trading futures. Day trading futures are a million times better than stocks. So Z32 Kev, you should look into day trading futures through a prop firm. You will love it compared to stocks. Wow. Wow. Right off of this area here too. The previous, I don't know why the market really seems to care about that previous session close. Again, did anybody know that it was going to get this bad? No. And if anybody tries to tell you that they knew that it was going to be this big of a rejection, run the other way. They do not know. They are just trying to sell you something. Oh, well, my concepts, my system, my method knew that we were going to get a 120, over 100-point rejection. They are lying to you. Crazy. Oh my, so many long. I mean, everybody just got cooked. I knew. Okay, Joe is officially gone. See you later, Joe. We'll put him in timeout. We'll see if he wants to come back and rethink that statement. What? I can't even deal with that. I knew. I don't think I can deal with that. He revealed himself to be a newbie a couple days ago, and now with statements like that, that is my breaking point. The intellectual either dishonesty or the intellectual just not. Oh, I can't. Oh my goodness, I knew. Notice how Joe didn't call that out ahead of time. Amazing. How come the people that know can never say, hey, it's going to reject off here and then drop over 100 points? Get some mods, brother. Do you want to see how good my mods are? Hey, mod, somebody give this ZK23 Kev guy a timeout. Get some mods, brother. I have them. You're about to meet one of them. There he is. Yeah, meet Kyle. You dent. Yeah, remember, if Joe does come back, Joe, I know you can still hear me. Don't come back. I'm going to ban you. That's such a, Clay, what? I don't know. That is a pet peeve for sure. After it happens, somebody shows up and said, I knew it was going to happen. All you have to do is Google this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, let's go. I got smoked. Well, J-Bo didn't. Well, apparently, some people knew that was going to drop 120 points. All you had to do was Google value area, and then you knew that it was going to drop. I'm telling you, man. I've seen some, like I said, I got started on penny stock message boards, which some days make Reddit look like nothing. So I've seen some crazy stuff, but this live stream, holy smokes, there are some characters out here. Good afternoon. Hey, Brad. Lost 2 eval so far today. Yeah, today is, there are many accounts being roasted today. And what was that? Right on cue. It just went spazzy right there. You didn't see the previous quarter? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, apparently, Jobo, all you have to do is run a search for a value area. And then you will know when 100-point drops are coming. I did not know that. That's amazing. From Joe Bader. He just made us all rich. All you have to do is Google value areas, and then you will know when 100-point drops happen. Crazy. Crazy that it was that easy. After 20 years, that's all you have to do? Man, I'm an idiot. No gold trades today. Why? There's no need to trade gold today, brother. Richard, you need to expand your horizons. Yeah, finally the Holy Grail. Who knew it? Just Google value areas, and you will know when 100-point drops are coming. I'm such an idiot. How about stock trade? No, stock. Well, what type is trading? If you were talking about stock, day trading, no. Day trading, in the category of day trading, at this point in economic history, in trading history, day trading, futures through a prop firm, bar none, the most efficient way to go about day trading. Well, you could always trade MNQ, Richard. And the main reason for that is not even the prop firms. The main reason for that is the invention of micros. Game-changing invention. Because before micros, it would have made no sense. Like, oh, you're a beginner to trader? Okay. Go trade NQ. No. That would make no sense. That's sending people off to the slaughterhouse. But now the MNQ, brilliant invention, whenever that was, 6-7 years ago. I have seen that, yeah, Josh. Yeah, oil's been pretty crazy. Am I taking any more trades? I don't know. Well, how can you not know? Because I don't know if the market's going to give me any setups that I want. How about taxes while trading? Well, how about this? How about you first become a consistently profitable trader, and then we'll talk taxes. I appreciate you wanting to plan ahead. I do. But like, this is always one of the things that make me chuckle. Again, I appreciate where people are coming from. They're trying to plan ahead, but they want to talk all these tax strategies. I'm like, well, you do realize that, and you have to make money to actually pay taxes on it. And making money takes, trading is not easy. So like, how about we just focus on making money first? More profits than, hey man, dude, if you want, tell me your best ever stock trade. But I'm telling you right now, brother, I will rain on your parade. So if you want, though, tell me your best ever stock trade. All I need is how many shares you bought, and then, how many, how much per share you made. But again, be warned, I'm going to make those gains look very unimpressive, because that's the power of Pam's plan. So tread carefully. If you want to call what we're doing here, a joke or whatever you're saying. Day trading is my only source of revenue. Well, here's a hint. You can figure that out by looking at the screen. I am buffering slightly. Okay, well, go check your hamster, I think, because my frames look fine. All right, maybe a long down here, but I've not been doing anything because this is scary to go short because it seems like a chase. It's also scary to go long because this thing is just bleeding. This is the overnight low. Can we worry about the chart, please? What do you care about the chart? You're not even doing futures. You're doing stocks. Man like you, have you been here before? I don't know. You're either you've been here before or you're just one of these people that you're not actually here to learn or listen or consider. You're just here to proclaim to us, have it all figured out. So if somebody else wants to interact with you, I'll leave that at your discretion. But yeah, I'm not getting very good vibes. Like it'll be time well spent. Okay, maybe a long down here. I've been talking about this for a while. I am trying to catch a knife here. I'm not gonna lie to myself. This will be a knife catch. And then stop down here. Smooth this down a little bit more. There we go. So looking for, I guess, what would be a triple bottom. Chunk number 1, chunk number 2. Do we get another chunk right here? We'll see. What do I use to trade on? I am with a prop firm. That prop firm is Take Profit Trader. Through Take Profit Trader, I am using Tradeovate. Brave man. I don't know. Am I brave? I'm risking like 10 points on 5 MNQ, and I'm nicely green on the day. So am I that brave? Now, if I was barely green on the day, yeah, I'm kind of being brave. Clayton, what is good, brother? Not a whole lot. We just discovered about 10 minutes ago that all you have to do is Google value area, and then you will be able to know when 100-point drops are coming. So yeah, not a lot of whole good. It's good for me because I've been trading for almost 20 years, and I did not realize that. So I've wasted 20 years of my life. I did not realize it was that easy. Yeah, no, we were told. We were told that. When this drop here happened, we were told, I knew that was going to happen. All you have to do is Google value areas. And I'm not kidding. So, yeah. So things are not going well. I just discovered today that I've wasted pretty much 20 years of my life. All right, here we go. I'm trying to catch a knife here. I think this is a potentially logical spot of a triple bottom, but hey, you know what? If this downward momentum continues, it'll be a very short-lived trade. If that green line turns blue, I'm in. Gonna move it down a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Maybe. And if that green line turns blue, I am in. Oh, okay. All right. No. Don't go up. Okay. Nope. Got up. Now, if I'm buying, what am I buying? I would be buying a failed bounce up. I'm not looking to now buy after a failed bounce up. So I needed to get filled as this was coming down. But now, again, look at it right now. Nice little green candle. I am not interested in now going long after a nice little green candle has failed miserably. No, I don't. This is just fair. A lot of people like the Dom. So I have it there for them. I took your shares long at 940. Good call. I think that was my original entry point, wasn't it? I don't remember my original entry point. Good job. Don't do it, Clay. Yeah, that's right. Google said it's not a value area. Oh, I hope Joe... I want this Joe guy to come back so we can have a little discussion. So he can shed some more light on us. I think that's number 2 moment on the stream. Still not as good as 0 DT options don't have theta, but holy smokes. Yeah, well, City Vibes, are you saying that you knew that the 100-point drop was coming? Any setup, in fact, this is what made trading hard. Setups that are terrible, setups that don't actually make sense can still work. I'll say that again. This is what makes trading hard. Setups that don't make any sense, setups that are actually really bad from a bigger picture, individually in isolation can work. So think about that. And if you've been trading long enough, you can probably relate to this. You think you have things figured out, and then all of a sudden the market's like, no, what you're actually doing doesn't make sense. Okay, right. Yeah, so fair enough. The other guy was not saying that. He said, I knew that drop was coming. All you have to do is Google value areas. That was his claim. So I'm glad that's not your claim, City Vibes, because that would make you look like a crazy person. Let me put it this way. That would make you look like a Kool-Aid drinking cult member. So I'm glad that's not your claim. But yes, my claim is this. I don't care if something works on it like once or twice. Right? Think about buy the dip. It always goes back up. Talk to GME stock traders. Talk to AMC stock traders, right? Well, hey, buying the dip, crossing your fingers, holding and hoping. It worked, and it's worked like 7 times in a row. I know. Hater, it's worked. Are you making money on it? Well, no. Well, then shut your mouth. It's like, okay, fine. Yeah. Buying the dip, holding and hoping. It works until it doesn't. Again, that is what makes trading so hard. Just because a setup works does not mean it's valid. Let me put it that way. Did it, J-Bo? Triple bottom on the ES2? Oh, okay, here we go. This might be a short here. 60. That's such a wide stop. All right, I got to reduce position size just because. 60, my stop is up. Yeah, that's like a 30-point stop. No. Okay, never mind. I'm glad I looked over at the 5-minute. 5-minute, I'm not looking to get short in this area because in this entire area of the chart, we're looking at a very nice hammer candle here. So, yeah, never mind. No, that's doesn't mean that short can't work out, but it makes me a little queasy based on that 5-minute. So, I'm going to hold off for now. I'll short if it gets back up to 12. Okay, yeah, up around here. Yeah, I might join you up around that area. Because at that point, that'll be a bounce will also be occurring on the 5-minute. Jorge, can't stop laughing. Good, Jorge. I'm glad you're finding some entertainment. It always drives me nuts when people are like, can we please stick to the charts? No. I will drive myself insane if I have to talk trading and charts for like 4 hours straight. Because usually these live streams go 4 hours. So I got to be able to goof around a little bit. Talking charts and trading for 4 hours straight without any joking around, any kind of going off topic, sounds like a recipe to put me into the sane asylum. So for those of you that like, excuse me, Clay, can we get back to the charts? Yeah, eventually. I don't know what that was supposed to be. I guess like sipping tea with your finger up. Yeah, I am interested in a short up around this area. But again, because of even now, that 5-minute is looking fact, I don't know. Should I be looking for a long right now? Maybe. To be fair to scalpers, I suppose that candle. Oh yeah, that would have been fine, because I think my short order was at 60 and it went down to 47, so about a 12. Yeah, I would have been fine on a scalp there. So I'm long. Stop the lows. Well, 70 down to, all right. So you have very small position size, given you're risking basically 40 points. 800 away from passing my TBD eval. I'm up 38. Maybe I'll take less sizing. Good job, Sean boy. Sounds like you're making progress. Those 4 contracts at the top, is that how you buy and sell contracts? You mean up here? This area? Okay, here. Carlos, I remember you from yesterday. This will help you out. There we go. This will walk you start to finish how to get everything set up. I'm not saying that my platform, Carlos, is how you're going to have to set yours up, but at least give you kind of a FYI, and then you can kind of putz around from there. But yeah, check out that video. MTEK on watch. Not here, Raymond. Not here. Raymond, is that some sort of garbage penny stock, Raymond? All right. Like I said, maybe a short up around here. All right, I can get this trend line out of here. It served its purpose. You're welcome, Joe or Carlos. I was just thinking of Joe Bader. I hope Joe Bader. I should not. Whoa, hey, whoa, okay. Oh, look. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make, look at that freaking 21 EMA. Let's go, brother. I always need to preface it because I don't want people to hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying the 21 EMA is a holy grail perfect indicator, but man, at least experiment with it. Something happened. Yeah, the 21 EMA just smacked it down. It gave the price a spanking. Come here, Bowles. I'm going to give you a spanking. Raymond, my win. Penny stocks is 10% with futures. Yeah, what? Pennies? Yeah. You can't even, like, definitionally speaking, can you even day trade penny stocks? I suppose you can, but there are just so more efficient ways out there. 25K volume node reject. Oh, man, I have no idea what you're talking about. Man, you are so, dude, you are so smart. I wish I could be as smart. I wish I could talk about volume nodes. Man, if anybody that talks about nodes, you're like a physicist. Okay, what is going on here? Buckle up, folks. All right, what's going on here? We're cooking. Yeah, these moves are indeed crazy. It's getting borderline, like you can still trade it, but it's getting borderline very gambly in the sense of if your position size is not even necessarily too big, but even just kind of like big-ish. Like you're playing, again, it's a two-sided coin where you could get paid very, very nicely, but man. Only one NQ, so only 2 MNQ, or I'm sorry, only 10. Cody's a baller. Shot caller, 20-inch rims on the Impala. Market getting snippy. Something is going. I don't know. Is Trump speaking right now? Was there? Yeah, the responsible thing right now for me is I think I'm just going to sit on my hands. Yeah, it really does, Jay. Holy smokes. See, this is what cooks people. Let's look at the 5-minute. 100%, I can see it. 100%, I would never say somebody right there, when the chart looked like this, with this candle right here, they're like, all right, I'm getting bullish bias. I'm probably looking for a long. I get it. I didn't take one, but like, I get it. Like, I would not say, well, what a degenerate. Like, where's the thought process? Where's the logic behind any of that? No, I can totally see. Beautiful candle at these lows. And then the next candle is this. It gets their hopes up. Who knows? Maybe some of them even add to it. Try to add to a winner. And then whoosh, down it goes. Savagery out here right now. Absolute savagery. The only person that is making billions is Joe Bader because he Googled value areas and he knew all this was coming. Joe Bader is the only man right now making all kinds. Well, I guess him and anybody else that knew to Google value areas. They're making all kinds of money. Hey, thanks, Paul. Just using the code. Code Clay, all caps. Feed hungry kids. What does a bunch of H's mean? No, I think it's beyond bearish in golfing. That's a bearish walnut cracker. To the undisciplined longs, that is. Undisciplined longs. Undisciplined longs, they are cooked. Even if you're trying to average down or whatever, you're cooked. Disciplined longs, yeah, they're all right. Where's Joe Bader at? Joe, you still out? I think your timeout's over, Joe Bader. Come on back. If you were here for that, we've been streaming now about a year and 2 weeks, year and 3 weeks. You just witnessed a top 3 moment in live stream history of just the most ridiculous things we've seen. Again, still not quite as good as being told that 0 DT options don't have any theta associated with them. But, man, close. All right, so that was a 5-minute we were looking at. Back here on the 2-minute. Again, I don't know what to do with this. I'm not sure there's... if you're going long right now, don't lie to yourself. You're trying to catch a knife. To go short right now, don't lie to yourself. You're completely chasing the price. So, therefore, I'm just sitting on my hands. I'm sitting on my hands and waiting for Joe Bader to show back up. Do we know, though, was there was a tweet or was there a press conference? Or was there some sort of news that came out? Or is this just... Is this just part of the market that we're in right now? Okay, so it's all oil. From what I gather, all just oil related. No, I don't use the RSI. AI news. Oh, okay. That makes sense for especially the NQ. So let's check out AMD real quick. Oh, yeah. AMD. She dumping. And then NVIDIA. Okay, yeah. All right, that makes sense. That's got to be it. Probably not the oil news, or I guess to be fair, it's a combination. U.S. draft rule requiring licenses for AI chip exports worldwide. Well, I don't know if I'm going to go that far. I'd be a little leery on pronouncing bubbles popping based on a 2 or 5 minute chart. To be fair, maybe it's true, but I'm not gonna quite go down that dark alley. What do you think about Powell being replaced? Well, I think Powell's been a good overall job. That was the news, Clay. Well, I know there's also news going on about all this oil stuff, but yes, I would agree that this seems to match up with AM. Let me go this way. It seems to be a perfect storm for... I don't know. Am I supposed to just get short here and just show the pitfalls of chasing? I'm about to just get short. Stop right there with 1. Seems like all this thing does is go down. I'm getting short. Smart chase. There we go. My stop is right here. I chased it. There's my target. Looks like about a 1-to-1. You know, at this point, let's go for like a 2-to-1. Somewhere down around there, about a 2-to-1. Let's see if this dump just keeps on dumping and can give me a 2-to-1. But I totally chased. Now, granted, I did it with 1 MNQ, okay? 1 MNQ, so it's... Let's see, there you go. That's why you... Oh, hey! Shut up, woo! That's why you don't want to chase, folks. That's why you don't want to chase. Wow. That just... Open up those windows. You smell that? That's not what the rock's cooking. That's Code Clay. Code Clay. Woo! Right here. Some people need this right now. If you chase, those shorts that chase, they're looking for this right now. To wipe both tears and something else. Shorts that chase are currently looking for this to wipe two things. Tears and something else. Yeah, chasing's fun until it's not fun. Hi, can anyone help me with Takeon? Yeah, don't do Takeon, whatever that is. That is the best help I could give you, because I can already tell that's some sort of scam. Please, for educational purposes, come all the way back down. Please. This would be such an epic lesson of how trading will send you into an insane asylum if you let it. Ooh, yeah. So knife catchers right there. They got paid, but the thing with the knife catchers is, yeah, how many accounts have they blown before they finally nailed that bottom, you know? Where's Joe Bader at? Joe Bader's probably like, dude, all you have to do is Google value area baboon, and you would have known. I knew that bounce was coming, you idiot. Come on, Joe Bader. Where are you at? Where's Joe at? He probably knew. Hey, Joe, what did I have to Google to avoid that? For some reason, I thought you said this market has given me mermaids. But upon further review, that's not what you said. That makes a little bit more sense. I don't know where Joe's at. Dude, imagine that. You get cooked on the short side, and then it drops right back down to where you were. Okay, this is actually a decent sized trade here, or a decent area for a trade. 85. Yeah. Crap, I was too slow. Why do I? Oh, okay, I guess I'm just too slow. It kept telling me order rejected, but 76. Oh, that's like a 20-point stop. Yeah, let's do 3 instead. Okay, I'm gonna try a short here. Okay, if this momentum is this just another little kind of fake bounce up, I'll try it for a move down. But if this bounces up, see, the higher this bounces, the larger my stop gets. So there does reach a point where it's like, okay, never mind. Yep, and we're at that point now. So, all right, never mind on that. Yeah, I mean, wait, I turned my back for once. What just happened? Okay, I'm not, so I know I joke around a lot, but this is actually not one of these moments. I could have sworn that when I was looking, this was a solid green candle. I looked and I read Jorge's comment about wear diaper better. And then I looked back and like it was all gone. What, that was a solid, did that happen super fast? Because I could have sworn that was a solid green candle last I looked. But I looked away for like 2 seconds and I looked back and it was red. Okay, it's. I have already guided you. Run the other way from whatever this thing is you're talking about. Oh my goodness. Listen, open up your window. You're going to smell cooked accounts and you're going to hear screams. These screams are from those shorts that tried to play the momentum, aka chased, got cooked, and then they see it go in their favor. At what price should I buy? Okay. Hey, Krim. Not a whole lot going on today, brother. Hey, hit that like button if you're enjoying. We should be at, I've forgotten. So we have 5 minutes to get 33 likes. Because per my metrics, if people are actually entertained, are actually interested, aka I'm using my time wisely, we should be at 200 likes by now. Again, to be fair, I've forgotten to remind people. So yes, now would be the time to hit the like button. We need to get this up to 200 likes here. So now would be the time to hit that like button if you are enjoying, so I know whether or not we should keep the party going. If this is for entertainment, then I'm pretty sure it says in the bottom right-hand corner what this is for, Jorge. Brother. Oh, man. So, yeah, I guess my short would have been fine here, but that happened like in the blink of an eye. All right. Yeah, like I said, I have been bearish biased this whole day. I remain bearish biased. I see nothing that makes me want to think that I am overall bullish biased. All right, I'm going to try to do a knife catch here. All right, I missed it. Whoops. Okay, I'm in. I am long. Trying to catch this knife. I do like how it's kind of just putts in here. Maybe kind of sort of. This is just the selling pressure kind of not being there. Or maybe it's just a brief pause before it resumes its downwards move. But I like how it's kind of acting like it doesn't want to go down here. Come on. Okay. Now the fact that it also doesn't want to quite bounce is thinking that come on. Gonna buy some more if it comes back up. So if that green line disappears, that means I picked up another 3. Come on. Wow. See if it wants to bounce. We're going to add some more at the green line. Well. Okay, maybe here finally. Man. All right. The selling pressure. Did I get filled? Come on. All right, I'm filled. Now keep bouncing, brother. There's my line in the sand. So this either bounces. Or that's all she wrote. Scattering out some orders there just in case there's some sort of snap upwards. But there we go. This thing's either bouncing or I'm getting stopped out down there. Let's see. But I will not be adding any more to it. It's just this thing either needs to bounce or I'm out. Nice candle here. I like it. Come on. Come on. Go! Oh, at least hit that first target. Okay, one target hit. Doesn't mean it'll... I could still be having a losing trade here. Whoop, looks like it might be a losing trade. And yeah, probably going to be a losing... Wow. All right, well, I guess at least I got one target hit. There we go. Catching knives is... it's a risky business. Good job, big fat face. Who knew it was at it? Where's Joe Bader at? Would I have taken that trade without... But like I said, I've done my macro risk management, so I know I have plenty of wiggle room on the day. I did like the setup, and I mean, like I said, to be fair, I had that first target hit. Second target was close, but yeah. Had to draw my line in the sand, and it is like it is what it is. Like a blind man milking the one udder cow. Don't forget to sell low. Yeah, exactly. Sell low, buy high. I think something like that. Or buy high, sell low. I'm pretty sure that. Isn't that the trick to trading? Shorts are eating? I don't know about that. Depends. Shorts that got short like around here, they're not eating. They got cooked on that move up. And now they're on tilt probably. I buy high, sell low. Yeah, that's a good strategy too. It's a good tax write-off. That's a good tax strategy. If you want tax write-offs, yes, buy high, sell low. Wow. Just crazy action here. Let's check on what are oh, well, yep. Nvidia still just okay, so it looks like more than a plausible case this news is still kicking it. Oh wow, Nvidia. It don't care, did not care about that 200 period at all on the 5 minute. Or I'm sorry, that's AMD. All right, yeah. Yeah, this is just, this is rough. All right, I like this candle, but I also like that one right there. And it suckered in the longs. Is this one about to sucker in the longs again? Maybe. This looks like it's got some momentum to it. In. I like this candle a lot, so I mean, I think I'll be okay. But yeah, that right now looking a little bit sketchy. Maybe I'm a dent. I realize I just had the scalpy scalp there. Come on. Go, 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 go. Thank you, brother. Got to make sure this is a winning trade now, so I'll put my stop right there. So this will be a winning trade now. Come on. No, keep bouncing. Do not stop me out here. At least give me this one, too. No, up, back, up, go up. Go up, go up, go up. Stay away from that red line. The water's nice up here. Go. There, yeah. Keep going. There you go. There you go. Okay, come on. Come on. No. All right, well. Now is this a short down here? That's. Thank you, Simon. Yeah, this is not the... We've had a good chat, though, today. All my trades, if anybody did... Well, besides Joe. Joe pulled the ultimate, like, hindsight critique ever on us. But, like, yeah, it is way easier to do this when, like, the chat has been like you guys have been. Like, I'll take trades. I've had some losing trades. Nobody has shown up as far as I've seen other than Joe that's like, hey, man. And then they start to critique in hindsight. So it's easy when people are like, hey, man, good try. It's tough out there. It's way easier that way as opposed to when the hindsight peanut gallery shows up. Okay, I got to try this long here just because maybe a double bottom. Now, to be fair, there's a very real chance it does not care about the bottom of this candle, but we'll see. So, in a sense, just looking to play a little double bottom off of here. Again, looking to get long here, trying to play a double bottom. Very nice candle, but again, these candles have shown up before, and the market just doesn't care about them, but we'll see here. Again, looking to get long. In fact, let's do this. Let's do a fake breakdown of that low. There we go. All right. Looking for a slight fake breakdown, and then at least a bounce back up a little bit. So fake break, basically a fake break double bottom. Fake break of this original double bottom and then have it come back up. Okay, there is the break. It was, okay. Well, I need it to be more of a fake break than that. Okay, well, if that's all you're going to quote unquote fake, well then, yeah. What's causing the sudden dump? NVIDIA and AMD. Okay, come on. All right, you're putzing around a little bit more. I think I can get a slightly better. So I'm going to move my entry point down a little bit. If you're long right here, I don't blame you at all. You're just flat out trying to the double bottom. And to be fair, you've got a nice bounce here already. So I don't know if you're scalping out, but you've had about a 10-point bounce already. Rookie, if you go back to the 19-minute mark, you will hear about that trade. Scroll back to the 19-minute mark on the stream and you'll hear about it. Again, I'm still looking to get long at the green line. Okay, I think it could plunge down a little bit more now. Well, I'm glad I can't remember if I got one or two targets hit on that long, but at least that worked out enough. Okay, maybe a long here. Possibly, kind of, sort of. Clay, 564 is a better long. I've talked to this person about that. I don't know. Maybe English is not their first language. I'll just default to that. How did you move your stop loss? What? Right here. I'm not sure what you're asking. Like, how do I move this one? I drag my cursor here. See how this arrow show up? And then I can do whatever I want. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but that's how I did it. You have to be over here, though. You can't do anything right here, but you have to be over in the y-axis area. Why don't you trade with the trend, bro? Can you show me how to trade with the trend? Can you give us a trade plan, bro? So I'll need 3 numbers from you so I can see how you would trade with the trend. I'll need an entry point, I'll need a stop loss, and I'll need a target. Can you give us those 3 numbers ahead of time, bro? So is that a no? You're not going to give 3 numbers? Just so I want to make sure that we're understanding the conversation. You're not going to give a trade plan? You're just going to insinuate that it's as easy as trading the trend, but you're not going to bring anything to the table to back that up? Bro. He's Googling. Well played. Well played. Five-minute is starting to, I mean, again, the 5-minute has suckered in longs numerous times, but this is whispering to me. Listen to your heart, listen to your loins when they're calling. And my loins are starting to whisper to me. This might be a long now. My loins are whispering. I might have to listen to them. My crystal ball shows chop in our future. I don't know. I mean, at some point, yeah, this will slow down, but man, I don't know if I'm ready to make that conclusion quite yet. 797 strong support from last week. Is it? All right, still thinking about maybe a long down here. Not thinking I will. Actually, let's do this instead. I want to see the price come down here, hit the white, not necessarily the white line, but right along this area. I want to see it hit there, and if it hits there, I'll throw an order up here and try to play, but I want some sort of confirmation. The thing is, Robin, as we kind of joke around here, like, if you look hard enough, you can find a reason why any area bounces where it does, right? Like, I've been told, oh, Clay, you idiot. And I realize you're not calling me an idiot, but like, Clay, you idiot. That was the Asian session midpoint that it bounced off of. How did you not see that, you moron? You could have made, it's like, okay. And then another day, it bounces off another level. You idiot. Why did you not draw the Fibonacci from the London session? That was the 38.2% level. It's like, I mean, okay. So yes, if you look hard enough, maybe this just bounced off of the, the 15-second 33 EMA. I don't know. Okay, I don't need to know every time I buffer, please. That's gonna cause confusion for me, and I appreciate trying to help out, but please, if I buffer a little bit, now if I continually buffer, I'll eventually notice. That's why I only trade with the Magic 8-ball. I mean, that makes sense. That checks out. How come whenever you ask people for a trade plan, they just leave? Why? Man. All right, well, in hindsight, my requirement looks kind of stupid. Like I said, I was like, well, I'm interested in a long, but first it's got to come down and hit there. Well, now with hindsight, that was stupid. I should have just gotten long, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. I have several props with another firm, but I just bought 2 to be in use. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Ozark. I appreciate you supporting the stream. All right. As we bounce, I will now be looking for shorts. We'll see what happens. I would preferably like it to get closer to the green line right there, the 21 EMA. I'm not saying it has to, but that would be my preference. Correct, Carlos. Exactly. Yep. No, it's not listen to your heart. It's listen to your loins when they're calling to you. Clay, have you seen? I have not. Thank you, Curtis. Yeah, some of these people got their... Well, I mean, I have zero room to talk. I had to reboot my system yesterday. I had to go feed my hamsters on the internet wheel. What has gold been doing while all this is... Okay, gold has been kind of... All right, gold's actually at an interesting area right now. Enough to bring it over and just kind of... I mean, I'm not saying you should draw this trend line, but immediately... we were right at the bottom of this trend line. So I don't know, maybe a bounce here for any of you goldies out there. Put a random horizontal line. Zoom out and you will be shocked how many times the price... But that's kind of my point is I'm not sure random actually exists. If you look hard enough, it's not random. I'm up 45. Hey, well, have you blown any accounts, Matt? Any cooked accounts? I think I have to try short here if it comes back down. I am live every day. I start at 11 a.m. Eastern, and I'm going to try it. Assuming this doesn't pop. Okay. Like I said, the higher it pops up, the higher... Good grief, this is a 19-point stop right now. That's fine. Well, I'll let it cook. Or I'll get... Well, I won't be cooked, but like... Okay, if that red line turns blue, I am short. Hey, ask a guy. Yeah, Ozark. Some people... Again, I'm not saying they're wrong, but man, I like the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. No, NQ and MNQ, they are the same. Or I mean, for argument's sake, they're the same. But yes, you're right. NQ moves, and when I say move, I mean profit and losses moves 10 times faster than MNQ. All right, I have to take that short. That would look so pretty if it came down there. And if that red line turns blue, I'm in. What am I doing though? I said, what did I say earlier? I said I wanted to get up closer to the 21 EMA. So let's just calm down, Clay. You beautiful baboon. And listen to your loins. And my loins are telling me to get short right there. This is my loin line. Listen to your loins. Trump preparing to fire Secretary of Homeland Kristi Noem. Okay. I wouldn't think that has anything to do with the action, but just an interesting FYI. Appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Let's see if my loin line can deliver. Or am I about to get kicked in the loins? There's where I get kicked in the loins. No, come back to my loin line. That was the move I wanted. Remember we had that one earlier? Right, the move happened that I wanted, but then I got frustrated. I'm like, no, I'm keeping my order right there. And then I just ran right over. That just happened there. So, doggone it. My loins lied to me. They didn't quite tell me where it needed to be. Carlos, the only consistency rule on Take Profit Trader is this. During the test phase, so if you did the 50K account, you can't make more than 50% of that. That's it. 50% consistency. During the test phase, you cannot make more than 50% of that amount. Now, after you pass the test and get your pro account, then you can make as much as you want. But they just want to prevent YOLOing. So that is the only consistency rule that they have, is only during the test phase, and that is it's a very easy consistency rule, not like the complicated ones of other prop firms. It's just whatever your target is, you can only make 50% of that amount in a single day. Again, after you have passed and you get your pro account, then you can make as much as you want. Okay. Okay, I'm short. Oh, I only have one? How did that get to one? When did I change that? Maybe this will be good that I change it. All right, well, that's a good accident. Hey, I'll take that. Well, I waited for the 21 EMA, and yeah, as of now, it's not really caring about it. Well, why didn't you front run, Cam? If you knew that front running was a thing, why didn't you front run? Come on, brother. Why am I singing Listen to Your Loins? Because that's the name of the song. Do you have any other stupid questions or no? Why am I singing Listen to My Loins? What kind of question is that? Why is the grass green? Why is the sky blue? Reversal or dead cat? Well, I'm still of the opinion of all the. I am still bearish biased. Well, why don't you front run by 5 points? I don't know. That sounds like a way to never be wrong. Like it could bounce 30 points ahead, and you'd be like, "Oh man, they front ran it by 30 points." That sounds like unfalsifiable hindsight critiques of yourself. If I listen to would you, or would you be just driving massive Lamborghinis everywhere? By the way, just from a macro risk management standpoint, I am perfectly fine if this number goes red. Because this is the same account. These are NQ trades. So I talked about that trade back at the 19-minute mark of the stream. These are my MNQ trades. So same account. So even if this goes red, I'm still very green on this account, which I'm okay with. So, I mean, I'm going to keep trading. Okay. Yeah. If it can go up. Okay, good. Close enough. Going for a short here. There you go. Perfect. Oh, I like this if it can get filled. Okay, short. Come on, keep coming down. Keep coming down. I'll take that little scalpy scalp. Scalpy scalp. Oh, angry. Oh, okay. Well, I'm talking about loins in regards to like trading, Matt. Cling, cling, cling. You like that cling, cling, cling train. You didn't you, Dashner? That was what, last week? That one stuck with you. Do I try another short? Got a very well-defined stop. Just throw it over the highs right there. And if it rolls back over, man, you're going to get paid relative to what's being risked. I think Abel was here yesterday. Hey, if you're enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be very much appreciated. You can hit that like button if you are enjoying. We're going for 400 likes today. I don't know if we'll be able to get it. Would nice to be at least get up to 300 likes, though. Bad news and good news, I blew a TPT account. Oh. Yeah. Was it a pro or just a test, Lobber? Thank you. Either I appreciate that, as always, but good call out on gold. Hey! Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Keep it simple, stupid. The tread line. Oh, my. Ah! Why didn't I take that? Well, congrats. Thank you, Richard. I lost track of it. But yeah, there's that. Look at that bounce right off of it. Okay, good. I mean, not good. You know what I mean. I'm glad that was a test. And not a racehorse. Did you take that trade, Richard? Given you only, well, I guess earlier you said you were only doing gold today because NQ was too crazy. Okay, here we go. Maybe another short. Again, on this, okay, no. I was going to say, if this candle can stop here, but this candle still got over a minute before it's done moving around. So probably not going to give me the setup that I want, but keyword there being probably doesn't mean that it for sure won't happen. Ideally, this candle closes like right up where it is right now. This next candle starts here, comes up here, bounces its head off here, drops. I get short here. I throw my stop right up there. And then I have a very small risk. And if this thing actually rolls over relative to what's being risked, I might be getting my sandwich buttered. Oh, you're still in? Good job, Richard. Congrats. Holy smokes. He said Keck W. I know what that means. You're a gamer. You've been on Twitch before. You probably know what Monka S means too. Dude, I might actually get it. Look at the timer, and we're still below. Oh, no. Stop. Nope, now it's going above. Okay, I can maybe kind of sort of still work with it. The hell? No. So close yet oh so far away for it to, like I said, I needed this candle to close below these highs right here. That's right, Monka S. Joe Bader. Are you back yet, Joe? You dent? Where's Joe Bader at? We all need to have a discussion with Joe Bader. Where you been, Jim? Unbelievable. Jim's off cracking walnuts. Okay, the next level I'm keeping an eye on is the 5 minute. We have the 21 EMA right there, which kind of coincides with highs of these candles, which may be like an area of resistance, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I'm so bearish. This, to me, looks like it could very well just be a dead cat bounce. So I am not looking for longs. But that's just me. Check Discord. Goodness. Why do I got to check Discord? I'm live streaming. No, I can't check that right now. Whoops. Look at this. I am all discombobulated. Oh, I like that. Working with Dents since 2016. Technically 2013, if we're going by when I started the site. But I hear you. Hey, Change. You're lurking. Small scalps. Do those even exist today? Isn't like a small scalp like bare minimum 10 points on a day like today? Oh, you ran. Oh, got you. You were close then for the random guess. All right, I'm trying this short. I'm in short. I didn't see the fill. I don't know if that was the greatest fill or not. Doesn't seem like it, but I guess we'll see. This is mainly based off the 5 minute. We're watching it here on the 2 minute. Put out a couple targets down there. Come on. Go, 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 go. Release to the downside. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get down there. Get down there. Nope. All right. I can get back. I can always hop back in, but my loins were starting to say, brother, it should be down there already if it's going to go. Maybe my loins were wrong. Maybe the next short, something like here. Stop either above that high. Or, see, that's where it gets tricky. Yeah, I still feel just fine about that. It still has not yet dropped. In my mind, this should have let loose already. So it still may let loose. Maybe my problem was just my timing was off. So I might be right that it does want to let loose, but I just am wrong in, the timing department of it all. All right, I'm going to try a short here. No, not. Yeah, right here. I can put my stop right above here for a breakdown or get out. Nice tight stop. So we're looking for a breakdown or get out. I say tight stop, it's still 16 points. That's crazy. Come on. Come on, at least hit that first target. At least hit that first target. Okay, this will be a winning trade now because my stop is in green territory. Dude, are you... Come on. At least hit that first target. Either way, it's a green trade. My stop is in green territory. Thank you. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I'm going to follow this down pretty aggressively with 3. Thank you, brother. I don't know why I got so aggressive with the stop. I'm plenty green. I'm not. That was a mistake. I'd be saying that still, even if it went green here. But yes, that actually made, that was, in post-mortem, that was actually kind of a very pathetic trade on my part. Why? I was like, all right, let's get super aggressive with a stop. When I'm, now, like I said, if I was barely green or, something like that, that's a different context. But I had plenty of luxury. I had plenty of luxury to just give that thing some breathing room, and so I don't. That part was not good. And again, I would say that even if the thing started to come back up, like why? Why did I get so tight with that? So I'll take the trade, but being brutally honest with myself, yeah, that was based on the context of the day. I'm not sure why I did that. Nah, not beautiful. Not beautiful. Poorly managed. I'll give myself a little bit of credit on recognizing the entry, blah, blah, blah. But as far as the management on that, not so beautiful. You only took 3 points. How is it even possible to only take 3 points on a day like today? It's so volatile. Like, that takes a lot of skill, I think. That was a $600 trade. For you, Hoover, it was a $600 trade? No, it was not a good trade. There are aspects of it that were good, but overall, that was not a good trade. All right, have a good one, Simon. Ooh, are we about to try triple bottom, double bottom, however you classify this? Maybe. I'm watching. I'm going to wait for confirmation, though. So I'm interested in a potential long down around there. You followed it down. Good job. All right. I could see another short upper. I mean, it's kind of far up, but yeah, up around here. You can throw your stop above the high. I mean, like I said, days like this are great because you can just structure yourself nice, attractive RVR situations. So it's quite ideal. Maybe even like right now. Yeah. So my stop will be there. Good grief. These stop low. All right, it pounced up a little bit too much. I'm still looking there like, oh, these nice tight stops. That was still like a 16-point stop. Okay, as we head back up here. All right, so okay. So how do I go about this? So my challenge right now is I suppose you could go short here and then use the 21 EMA as a stop. So to get above the 21 EMA. But I'd also want to be above that. So if I raise that up, now I'm... Okay, if this... I want the 21 EMA to drop down a little bit more. Because right now it's kind of in a not the most clean of areas. So hopefully this one just kind of relaxes a little bit and doesn't go straight back up there. You should be researching and learning. I have somebody that's going to help me with my social media stuff. I have lost. I mean, I'll be very honest. The live stream is a pretty big mental toll. I mean, live trade in front of people, and I don't say any of this to ask for pity. I'm just providing context. But live streaming for 4 hours as you trade and talking for, I mean, it's a pretty heavy mental toll. So yeah, my social medias have, like, from a business standpoint, have gone down the toilet for sure. So I have somebody that we're kind of doing a test run. And right now they're watching me, and I was like, well, how about you go out and research and do some learning about, like, marketing methods instead of watching me? I mean, I know I'm beautiful, but... Again, I am still bearish biased here. I don't know, mate. Have we finally reached, like, a range? Are we finally going to quote-unquote chop? If yes, this is still a 100-point range, so I will not complain. Like, I'm not going to complain about a 100-point range chop fest, right? I don't even know if that thing... I don't even know such a thing exists. What am I looking for? I mean, just all my social medias. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even YouTube. Like, got to try to turn some of these like live streams like into shorts, because I know shorts is kind of like the new thing. But like I said, I'm just so mentally burnt out by the time this thing's done that I literally don't feel like doing any of that. Like, I am cooked. Did you hire a Zoomer? What's a Zoomer? Your son is that for your wife's business? Yeah. Yeah, I think I got somebody that will work out all right. That remains to be seen. If not, I'll say, I need to see you in my office. I'll say, no more stale Twinkies for you. You're fired. Yeah, let's see. Bye. There we go. Going to try a long down here off of these lows. But a 10-point stop. So looking to get long at the green line. Basically, double bottom here. My stop is down there. So if there is no double bottom, if it's just going to crash down through, well, then it is what it is. All right, sounds good, Greg. Sounds good, Southpaw. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I'll keep that in mind for sure. Okay, that green line turns blue. I'm in. I'm in. Come on, bounce, bounce, bounce. I'll take that scalpy scalp. Listen to your loins when she scalps for you. There we go. Quick scalpy scalp off the little double bottom. Hindsight will be the judge. Maybe that scalpy scalp was the dumbest thing I could have chosen to do. But at this moment in time, without hindsight, that remains to be seen. If this crashes, I'm going to look very smart for doing that scalpy scalp. If this goes boing, I'm going to look very stupid. But hindsight will be my judge. Hey, hit that like button. We got it. Come on. We are slacking on the likes today. I don't even know what I'm like. I have not brought any entertainment today. Per the likes. If likes is the metric, which it is a lot metric, I am failing miserably today. So now would be the time to hit that like button if there's ever a time to hit it, because I might just wave the white flag here. It does not seem like this is a good use of my time because people are finding no value, and I'm defining no value based on that like button. So please hit it if you are in any way, shape, or form finding value. All right, there's that hammer. I think I have to try this again. I will. If it drops back down, I'm trying it again. Now, I don't want to see it go green too much before dropping back down. I like you. I find you valuable. Well, then please hit the like button and then use code Clay, because that's going to be the ultimate way to support the stream. Hitting the like button certainly helps, but ultimately code Clay, all caps, is the ultimate way. Is there a remake of Roxette? Yeah. Listen to your loins. That's the actual verse. Listen to your loins. All right, here we go. Maybe. Okay, let's do a little bit of a fake break. Not a whole big, let's get down to there. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a fake break below that low. Fake break and bounce. So I want it to fake until that green line and then stop faking and go back up. That long actually looks pretty good too. Because that'd be actually, in fact, as I talk out loud, I might try that one. I will. So I'm looking to either get long down here, or if it comes back up, I'll look to get long right there. So these are my initial targets if I do get long on that one. Okay, I'm in. Oh, get up there. Go, go, go. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Should I just take in the scalpy scalp? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, so close yet so far away. Okay, at this point, I think I can get a little bit more from it now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. Dude. All right, this is going to be a winning trade at least. No way I'm letting that go. Are you serious? You got to be kidding. What a joke. All right. But Clay, you would have had that if you didn't move your target. You're right. You're right. But good grief, I moved it and then it... Oh my, look at these moves. What is this? I mean, listen, I can't play the total victim card. We are in a downtrend. So I can't be like, where did this come from? That's not really fair on my part. But that's still kind of brutal, isn't it? Always trust the loin line. That's a fair point. All right, well, let's see what else I can cook up here. I'm so disappointed going long. I don't know. The Massey way, I'm waiting for you to tell me what to do. Are we going long or what? Where are you going long at, man? Well, I've been waiting for you all day. That 785 failure is strong. So are you getting long there or what, Camfluence? What we doing here? Give me a trade plan. How are you going to make money from this stuff? I assume you're buying. I assume you're getting long here since you say that 785 is strong. Did you just get long here or what? What are we doing here? Finally back green today. Hey, congrats. Wow. Let's just check on. Okay, AMD has gotten finally chilled out a little bit, but within the grand scheme of things. I mean, if that's not a bear pennant, I don't know what a bear pennant is. I would assume Nvidia also has a bear pennant on it. Oh, not quite. A little bit different. So in Nvidia, if that line breaks to the downside, then yeah, maybe we'll get some more fireworks here on NQ. Yeah, I got my fills at 780. All right. I say wait till midnight into the Friday watch. If it chases Wednesday's lower drops and next week pumps past this week, Monday, and you have a pretty good... I have no idea what you just said, Sight. I don't know what you're talking about. You sound more like... You do not sound like a day trader that's using the 2-minute and 5-minute chart. I'll put it that way. So I'm not saying you're wrong, because I don't even understand what you're saying. But I don't think what you're saying is relevant to me, at least. That candle is very interesting right there. I must say so. On this next candle here, if it wants to drop down, I will... Not on this candle. I want to see how this next candle forms, though. So if we can get like a nice little maybe hammer candle here, and then this one drops down, I will take a swing at it down at, we'll call it 780. But like I said, I want to see first how this candle forms. And if this one just goes boing, then I'll be left behind. We are day trader. Oh, okay. Yeah. He's talking, yeah, exactly. Decades in the future. Well, in hindsight, my little extra requirement now looks silly, but hey, that's hindsight for you. Sometimes it makes me look smart. Not in this situation, though. Trump to AMD and NVIDIA is like Vader to... Oh, is that what's going on? Yeah, I don't follow that stuff close enough to really have any idea what's going on with any of that, but okay. I understand it better now with that sort of analogy. I do like a short potentially up here around the 21 EMA, which is that green line right there, but we first have to get up there. Lots of people on the stream are telling me how their sons do this exact line of work period. I told them I'll give my guy a chance at first. There we go. Letting him know that he's got some competition. We got Greg and we... Oh, no. Greg and somebody else told me about their son. I already forgot. Anyways, good to know. Good to know that I have some more resources. Okay, looking for a long at the green line down there. Was the support there, support there, support there, support there. Can it be a support once again? That is the question. If not, that's what stop losses are for. If yes, it's raining men. Whoosh, hallelujah. Then I might have it's raining. I'm going for an it's raining men trade, okay? I want to be singing that song by the time this trade's over. I like it better at 718 for a long. 718, huh? You think I got the patience to wait for all the way down here? Thank you for that. Okay, here we go. Maybe a short here. Okay, I'm going to get short at the red line, or try to get short at the red line. Okay, I am short. Come on. Come down, come down, come down. No, down. Okay, I got a partial there. All right, so I have 2 left. I'm going to add in another 2 at the red line there. Let's try to add to a winner. And I'm adding 2 at the red line if I can get filled down there. Unless it wants to just... Again, I'd rather have it just move right now. I don't want to see it come down there, fill me, and then come back up. That's where things are just cruel punishment by the market. Again, looking to add to the winner at the red line down here. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, brother. Do it. Do it, do it. Oh, beautiful candle. Could not ask for a better candle right there. Why is it that? Why? Come on. There's my stop up there. Just in case, like if this comes up, then whatever. It looks okay. That's an okay. Okay. What does the like button do to your loins? No, like button is the like button is for a time management mechanism. So yeah, my loins and time management are 2 different things. I'm up 170. Bye, you dummy. No, I mean reversal. Okay, so Rick is just clowning around. Gotcha. Wow. That's... Well, look, I'll look at the glass as half full. At least the market didn't come down, fill me, and then do that. That's just nasty. Trending up? What? What do you... Okay, I guess. Yes. I suppose that in some senses it's trending up. But I would still say, overall, I am bearish biased. Green is green. Yeah, something like that. All right, next short. No, wait. What is this? 79. What's this over here? 70. Ooh, Machu Picchu. Okay, I'm getting short at the red line. 882. Stop is right there. And let's see what happens. Again, looking to get short at the red line. Stop is at the green line. Let's see what we can cook up here. Now, if this is just for like, dude, just trade the range. That's what I'm trying to do right now, brothers. If the claim is that this is the range, fine. I'm trying to get short at the top of the range. Let's see if it's as easy as people make it sound. Bro, just trade the range. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try, brothers. Well, how am I supposed to trade the range if it won't go test the range? For you expert range traders out there, can you solve that mystery for me? How am I supposed to trade the range if it doesn't test the top of the range? Gold is moving. Is it? I'm looking at it right now. I don't know. I guess that depends on your definition of moving. Like I said, I'm just trying to be a range trader right now. We're going to get short at the red line. See if it wants to pop up there or not. Rejected 21 minute. All right, just trying to be patient, Looking to get short at that red line. That's literally one of my favorite setups. The top of a range is one of your favorite setups. If you're a range trader, I think that's not that your statement makes sense. That as a range trader, taking a short at the top of the range gives you good RVR. I can that statement checks out. But here's the thing, one of you people out there that just loves to say, "Hey, idiot, just trade the range." Okay, well, how am I supposed to trade the range if it doesn't visit the top of the range? Okay, that's a serious question. I've had that thrown in my face. Hey, Clay, just trade the range. Okay, hey, Clay, just trade the fine. But how am I supposed to trade the range if it doesn't get to the top of the range? Shrink, yeah. That's... Oh, some of you are connecting the dots on why trading is a little bit more challenging than just saying things like, hey, just trade the trend. Hey, just trade the range. All right, maybe I'll try to trade the range down here. This is the bottom of the range. Range is too small in my opinion. I don't know if anybody's really getting chopped up today because you can take very basic, like within the chop, even if we say this is the range. So let's just maneuver. Let's say this is the range, 780 up to basically that's still like an 80, 90 point range. So I don't know. I don't know if people are really getting chopped up there or not. Like in order to get chopped up, that implies that like the price goes a bit in your favor and then snaps against you. But on a day like today, when the price goes in your favor, before chopping back down, like in your favor could very realistically be 10, 15, 20 points. Falling wedge or bear flag. I don't know why I tilt my head like that's supposed to help. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's. I can see how somebody might call that a falling wedge, but I think I'm gonna just stick with the range right now. Everyone, close your lungs. It's going down hard right now. Oh, brother. Okay, you were right. Look, it just went down by a tick. You're right. Yo, see, he's right. It did go down hard. I love unfalsifiable statements. He did not define how well how going down hard. How does he define hard? Is that a 5-point move or is that a 50-point move? I don't know. But good job. Good job, Wrecking Crews, with your unfalsifiable statement. Well done. No, to be fair, he was already right. It went down. Because in his definition, maybe hard was just, 10 points that went down. Again, that's what I mean by unfalsifiable statements, Watch. It's going to go up hard. It's going to explode. Okay, I just saw it go up a tick. Well, my definition of explode is a tick. I'm not wrong. Okay? See how my little unfalsifiable statements? That is why trade plans are so powerful. Because trade plans, they force you to define everything. Personally, I think we have, you're welcome. Yeah, see? Good job. Good job, Wrecking Crews. Your mom is proud. And your mom is also probably yelling at you right now to clean your room. So go clean your room. Good job, buddy. You made the right call here. Now go clean your room. Because I know you want that meatloaf tonight. I'm making bank on oil today. Great. Ooh. Am I really going to do this? I am. You don't know. Don't judge me. You ain't scared of me. Is that the short right there? Oh, I'm not going to take it on this candle. I'm not going to take it. Oh, my. Look at that bounce right off there. You can't make this stuff up. Come on, folks. Let's go. Come on. Don't say that charts don't work. Are charts perfect? No. But, to say that they, are just a joke, I mean, come on now. Look at that. So on this, like I said, I'm not going to take it on this candle, but if this next candle can stay above it, then I'm going to like it. I'm probably going to take it because I can structure myself, I believe, a nice small little risk profile. It will go up and down. It will go up and then down at some point, guaranteed. But Ozark, even that is not true. Think about last week. Was it last week when some of the metals market, they froze up? Literally, that's not, you can't even say that the market will move. And then back in November, remember when some bit of hardware overheated and the market was closed down for several hours? So even that is not a guarantee. You cannot say it's guaranteed the price will go up, down, or sideways. Nope. Because, I don't know, maybe something overheats. Told you guys. Yeah, you did, Wrecking Crew. That's a great job, brother. Man, you are amazing. Yeah, you are clearly the richest person here because you are that good of a trader. Man, we are impressed, Wrecking Crews. We are impressed. Shout out, brother. All right. Maybe... Okay, if this is still the bottom of the range, maybe along down, dog, that trend line. Well, the power of independent thinking. Bitcoin will always go up or down, no? Well, is Bitcoin always going to exist? Is there always going to be electricity? I mean, always is a strong word. It's not hard to defeat an always argument. Because all I need is one little instant where it's not always and I win. Yeah. Always, never, all, 100%, all those. The only one that cannot be refuted is this. There are two guarantees in life. Death and taxes, right? Those are the only two guarantees. There will always be death and taxes. That's true too. Clay will always be beautiful. That's another one, Kyle. Fair point. Thank you. I think we see a bounce here now. Crude rejected 28 bullish for no, I don't know if NQ is really caring about oil today. I think that AMD and Nvidia news is what's the market actually cares about. Oh, sorry to hear that, Mecha Noble. Bummer. That's true, trucking. No, it's going to crash hard, guys. Get out, longs. So how are you going to, what's your trade plan for this? Where are you getting short? Where's your stop at and where's your target at? Oh no. Oh no. Poor guy. He just joined today, almost like he's been here before. So Wrecking Crew, you can stick around. Just who were you beforehand? What was your previous name that got banned? Like I said, I won't kick you out. You're being somewhat funny right now. But no, Joe only got put in a timeout. Now, if you're going to lie and say, I've never been here before, then I'm going to have to ban you. But just out of curiosity's sake, who were you that got what was your previous name that got banned? So you're not going to tell us? Okay. Well, I tried. But unfortunately, he'll probably be back under another name. But all right, see you later. Banned. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Watch. Okay, unhide. Okay. Moderators, open season on Wrecking Crew. Ban Hammer. You'll have to kind of go and get it because I banned him and then unbanned him. So go and ban him again. Okay, all right, there we go. He just gave it. Who's going to be the quick one? Who got him? Oh, Greg got him. No, I didn't say to put him in timeout, Sokol. That was the ban. Imagine having a life where you are obnoxious enough to get banned from a live stream, then you take the time to go create another account, and then you come back just to call people morons. Tell me you're a 13-year-old without telling me you're a 13-year-old. You know what I mean? He'll learn. Hopefully his mom makes him some good meatloaf tonight. Put some of that maybe cayenne pepper on it. What'd you do today, honey? Well, Mom. First off, Mom, I have a question for you. Why do I have this one hair in my armpit? What's up with that, Mom? What's going on? Why do I have this one little hair sticking out of my armpit all of a sudden? Can you explain this to me, Mother? And then the next question will be, and then after that, Mom, yes. What kind of meatloaf did you make tonight? Ma, I know I'm 19, but this one hair in my armpit just came out of nowhere. Where'd this come from? What's going on with my body, Mom? Can you explain this to me? Oh, his mom does sound like a sweetheart. To still allow him to be at home at age 19? Come on. How can she not be a sweetheart? How many? We don't ban that many people. Well, okay. To be fair, I don't know what the metric for many is. Maybe we do. So on the live streams that are way bigger than mine, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how many people they ban per day versus us. So like I said, from a ratio standpoint, maybe we do ban a lot. I don't know. I'm trying intermittent fasting. Oh, nice. What are you doing right now? The 16-8? Mitma. Did I just miss that? Crap. Okay, to be fair to the just trade the range people, I mean, that bounced very beautifully off the bottom of the range right here. Like, I would not have been stopped because my stop would have been below that low, and it bounced. I mean, okay. Shout out to trade the range. That actually was a beautiful bounce off the bottom of that range. Nice job, Comfy. Okay, I might try this short, though. Let me get this line out of the way. Actually, it's a back test of this line. Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm in. Let's see if it wants to reject off of the tread line. Come on, at least hit that first target. Nope. No. Back test. Okay. My new short line is 846. What, your stop is 873. That's my guess for where your stop would be. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You're coming back down? All right. Had I held, I'd be looking to add more right here, so I'm just going to act like I never got out in the first place, and this would be my add point. Okay, I'm in now. If it just suckered me in, then well played. Like, well played. Again, if you suckered me in, then you played me like a fiddle, and it is what it is. But this is absolutely beautiful right now. Will it deliver, though? That's the question. Come on. Come on. Look at this camp. I cannot ask for anything better than this. If this doesn't work, then, I mean, I don't know what to say. It is what it is, I guess. Come on. Come on, hit me. At least hit those first couple targets. Are you kidding? Dude. Yes, this is getting quite annoying now. Like, this was not exactly an aggressive entry or, target, and it gets that close and then doesn't hit me? Come on, man. Again, if this number goes red, I'm okay with that, as I explained earlier in the live stream, but this could be a very irritating trade now. Oh, come on. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's true. It might go. Yeah, it'll come down here. Just it needs to go up first 300 points exactly. I'm adding more at that red line. If this comes down, this will look epic, and I'm going to trust it. If it comes down. I do have to put my line in the sand somewhere, so that's where it's got to be. See if the purple line can hold for me or not. And stop. So irritating. So close on that first target. Whatever. Man. That's not coming down. Hey, Adonis. This is a short squeeze. I think we may have different definitions of a short squeeze. Yeah, I'm thinking Darcy effect too. Hey, let's go, Brian. Fantastic. Good job, man. Okay, getting short at that red line. First target here. Next target there. Another beautiful, like I said, if these don't work, then I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with my life anymore. Like, these are just, I don't know. I'm adding more right there if it comes down. Okay, good. Come on. Let's go. This is, like I said, an amazing looking setup here. Deliver here now. Come on. Come on. 21 EMA. Get out of the way. I know I had the scalpy scalp. I know. This thing is... What? I'm adding more at the red line if it comes down. Bro is simply gambling. Yeah, yep, that's what it is. If you don't see how this is a good setup, if it comes down and fails me, then you definitely don't understand what you're looking at, Kenny boy. All right, well, I'm going to have to cut it here. Do I have balls? Some of you are so dented. I am plenty green on this account. I know where I'm okay with on the day. All right, got to cut it. Man. Okay, slightly. All right, to be fair, I didn't want this to go over 1,000, so I missed that by 171. Okay, so you got me. I did lose track of my macro risk management there a little bit. No, I'm not going to tilt. Again, mentally, I guess I'm a little irritated that I went 171 over, but it's not like I went $700 over. So I'm not close to tilting because, again, I did my macro risk management. Yeah, I messed it up a little bit, but not by a whole lot. Again, please, I don't need the ouch. That's too bad. It's okay, everybody. Again, the power of macro risk management. This is the same account. I did mess it up a little bit. I said, you know what? I want to keep this under 1,000 or 1,000 at most. That way, okay, I'm still, $800, whatever. So I did mess up a little bit by going over, but I'm okay. I'm okay. The power of actually doing macro risk management. I appreciate everybody giving me their condolences. That I appreciate that, but it's not needed. The five. Look at the five. Look how. Oh, this candle broke my heart. Oh, those are such. Yeah. So again, Cam, it's easy. Okay, I guess I had balls. My point is, it's easy to have balls when you have a big cushion. But that is funny. One person was like, man, this thing's crashing. The other person's like, no, this thing's, it ain't coming down. So, I mean, really, that's what I mean by there's always somebody that can say, I told you so, right? Look at that 5 minute. The 5 minute is looking so good. Maybe it finally found the bottom. I don't know, though. This 5 minute, mistakes are learning opportunities. Yeah, well, I didn't make any mistakes there. It just didn't work out. Look at that. Look at this candle. It's looking great. Again, Bergmeister, you have to be very careful with that logic. If you associate losing trade with a mistake, well, you're gonna go back and find the mistake and put a rule in for that mistake. The problem with that is that's how you eventually end up with a strategy that's got 5,000 rules to it. Sometimes the conclusion is just, hey, it just didn't work. And that's like, I will take this setup. If you watch the live stream, you've seen me take these setups plenty of times. You've seen them work out. But right now, it is just, even right there, another, just brutal. So I don't mean to sound arrogant like I didn't make any mistakes, but like I'm just saying, if I did that, now I have to go back and like find it and then implement a new rule. I've been there before. Now, to be fair, there are times where like, yeah, you did make a mistake, but that's why trading's hard. Did you make a mistake, or is that just kind of how the market goes at times? Oil is moving. Again, I don't care what oil's doing, right? It may be correlating, but there's only so much my brain can handle. So I can't be watching what I'm already watching, and then I start to watch oil, and then I start to watch AMD, and then again, there does reach a point where if I take all of your suggestions, I'm gonna need like 40 monitors to watch the million indicators and million things that all of you suggesting that I should watch. Which again, I do appreciate. I know your suggestion is coming from a place of, hey man, I'm just trying to help out. Like I get it, but I'm saying put yourself in my shoes from a practical point of view. Like I can't do what everybody suggests because I have a baboon brain. Hey Grant, you all should have shorted that top and bought. Yeah, that's true, exactly. If only I was that smart. Short the top, sell or buy the bottom. Duh. Wait, that is why a bot is 100 times better than a trader. Short at the top and buy at the bottom. Yeah, exactly. Short at the top, buy at the bottom. Duh. Do you ever reverse your position? I do. Yep. Well, my hindsight analysis looking like I should have just, well, maybe. Looking like the 5 minute and the candle might play out beautifully. So I guess I just should have waited for the 5 minute. You're still in short. Good job. Exactly. I'll tell you in 10 minutes. What you should have done now. And you'll thank me for it, exactly. The thing is, again, this is all hindsight confirmation bias. But I think on all those trades, I was in the green for the scalpy scalp. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I was in the green, so had I just chosen scalpy scalp, I would have been fine. But like I said, I just like the setup so much, I was like, no, I think if I scalpy scalp, I'm going to leave way too much on the table. But in hindsight, no, should have just scalpy scalped. I think. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn on both of those I had actually several choices at a scalpy scalp. But like I said, this is all hindsight, confirmation bias. It's easy to coulda, shoulda, woulda, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. Hey, do we have 8 more likes out there? Can we at least get this to 300 likes? That would be nice. Are there at least 8 of you here? They're like, yeah, I'm finding enough value entertainment to hit the like button. Dancer Gamer. Here, so where's your stop at, Dancer Gamer? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's oil beast mode. Yeah, that's better fill up your cars. Hey, 319. Thank you, everybody. I don't know, Carlos. I have no idea what your standard of living is. Can I do this for a living? Well, I don't know. I don't know. How many kids do you have? Do you need a Lamborghini? Do you need to have vacation homes? Do you want a private jet? Where do you live? If you're in New York City, you're going to have to make a lot more money than if you live in Mobile, Alabama. I don't know, man. How about right now you just focus on managing risk? Let's start there. Manage risk. What, are you going to ever get kids, Carlos? Yeah, Lucid. If you're like a established, experienced prop firm trader, I've heard good things about Lucid. Okay, I think this. Let me guess. This guy's been here before. Let's see. Oh, I guess not. He's just very socially awkward then. All right, yeah, he's gone. Okay, well, you're obnoxious, so you're going to be gone. See you later. Or we'll put you in timeout. Maybe you can think about your social awkwardness. Dude, imagine that in real life. You show up to a place you've never been, you say something in lower caps, and then you immediately do it in upper caps, which implies yelling. So pretty sure they're just a troll. Like nobody's actually that socially unaware. And if they are, that guy better get used to saying, "Would you like fries with that?" for the rest of his life. Some background music. Well, I've had other people say that they enjoy not having background music. So, yeah. Is this a short right here? Is this a short right here? Is that the point where it releases back to the bottom of this channel, if we'll call it that? Thank you for knowing. Yeah, exactly. Again, I'm not saying anybody's wrong for requesting music or wanting music. I'm just saying it just goes to show, like, it goes back to the saying that I know you longer time baboons have heard me say time and time again, but it's a great life lesson. It's a great business lesson. The best way to please nobody is to try to please everybody. Metallica. Yeah, I do sing sometimes. Yeah, who needs a radio when I have a songbird like voice? Yeah, I think to myself, it's like, wouldn't you want to, and I'm just thinking out loud, I'm not saying this is the answer, but like, wouldn't you want to just listen to your own music? That way, A, you can listen to it at any volume level you want, and then you can listen to whatever music you want. To me, that seems like the more common sense, but I don't know. Maybe I might be missing something on that. Just like the YM is down over 1,000, is it? Yeah. I know the Dow has been. Well, I mean, everything's kind of getting punched in the face, but I think the Dow has gotten punched in the face a little bit more. My music is. And let me guess, this music, it lasts about 4 seconds between those two parts. Is that how it goes too, Todd? Order filled. Stop filled. Yeah, probably just like 2 seconds. Clay and the... Ooh, that would be good. Clay and the candlesticks. I still think we go back down to retest it. Yeah, I think so too, but I don't know. To give credit where credit's due, it's being pretty stubborn right now. Can you change the voice on Tradovate? I don't think so. That would be pretty epic if you could, though. Like, when is that? Yeah, when is that coming? Where AI or something just lets you quickly, like, get into the coding, and then you could change that to, like, Chuck Norris's voice or something. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice. Wow. All right. So per the norm, the dude that was, the clear troll, will not say I told you so, right? Because he was like, this thing is going to keep collapsing. Don't go long. And it's gone up. Then we had the other guy that's like, this isn't coming back down. So that person now can come and say, I told you so. So that's what I mean. Like, from my position, there's always going to be somebody out there from some angle that can be like, I told you so. Which is why it's such a bootleg. It's just such an amateur hour maneuver. Like, I want to trust this candle for a short, but yeah. Because if I get that wrong and that number goes, because again, I wanted that at minus 1,000 max, and I already messed it up by going 171 over. So if that goes over more, because I'm playing with fire if I take another trade, I will say that. I am playing with fire. NQ, in my mind, the way my brain works, NQ moves so much better than ES. ES would put me to sleep. But that doesn't mean that for other people, maybe ES is just what the doctor ordered. But that's why. Because ES would put me to sleep. And I'd fall and I'd hit my beautiful face on my mug. I mean, I'd still look better than all of you anyways, even after hitting my face on the mug. Or this is not a mug, on my mic. But yeah, I don't want to, damage my beautiful face by falling asleep because I'm watching ES. That's why. I'm considering 850 to 870 a no trade zone. 850 to 8. Okay. The doctor only orders Dr. Pepper. That's right. I would give another candle or two. This candle will probably stop Hit your mug on your mic. Yeah, I don't know. So we can tell. I mean, we're going on the 4-hour mark, which is where you long-time viewers, you know my brain starts to shut down. Granted, to be fair, was it, I think earlier this week. It was early on in the stream too, and I flat out looked at a yellow line and I called it like blue or something. It was wild. All right, well, they're fine. Okay, yeah, I don't. So I would have been okay. I would have been okay. If I do take another trade, it is going to be a scalpy scalp for sure. Like, I'm just looking for scalpy scalps at this point. Hey, Bald Eagle. MACD curling. Well, on what time frame? The MACD is doing a whole bunch of things depending on the time frame. So what time frame are you looking at? Is that an Olympic event? It should be. Should be. 15-minute. Okay. Well, for any of you that use the 15-minute and use the MACD, FYI, that MACD is curling. So appreciate the heads up. We forgot about the 880 shorts. Oh, no. Well, no. I think, to be honest, my entry would have been right there. So, okay, that's good. That's actually good for me because I think if I remember right, I was basing the top of my channel up here. So that would have been basically my entry. So look how close it would have gotten to filling me, but not filling me and then dropped. So I'm actually good. I'm glad I forgot about that because that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back right there. Look how close it would have gotten to filling me, but not filling me before rolling back over. Stop losses are for noobs. Exactly. That's right. If you use a stop loss, you got issues. What do experienced people use instead of stop loss? Well, experienced people are never wrong, so they don't need to worry about that. Do you think gold will go up, bro? Well, I mean, I don't know. You got to be a little more specific. Like, go up in the next 5 minutes or go up like 5 days from now? I'm not trying to be a jerk, but like, this is why context matters, folks. When you don't know how to ask a question, it's actually quite dangerous in the world of finances. Will gold go up? I don't. If you're asking from like the 2-minute time frame, that's very much different than if you're asking from like a macro standpoint. Those are two very different points of relevance. Look at this. Yes, I think gold will go. I think gold will go up. Okay, here's what I think. I don't think you should be trading right now. I can tell you're a total newbie based on the fact you don't know how to ask questions. And that's okay. We all start off as newbies. But as a newbie, don't worry about gold. You got to go learn a little bit more first. Starting off with learning the importance of context. Oil will go up. Yep, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it just went up a tick. There you go. You were right. Trying this for a short here. I'm in. Come on, momentum. How am I? What? Oh, crap. I have 28? Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I should probably... Oh, go on. I clearly did not type in... Well, I might be going red on the day here. I wanted 8, and I guess I don't know how I'm at 28 right now. Come on. Push. Push. Come on. Oh, you're looking so beautiful right now. Come back down. Okay. Come on, momentum. Let's pick back up to the downside. Okay, I cannot hold and hope on this position. All right, so there it is. If I get stopped out there, I think I've given back all my gains on the day. But if it comes down, I'll be happy. But I got to put my line in the sand. I'm not going to cook this account. And I am there's no way I survive. No, come on. You're just trying to get my hopes up. No, I don't believe you, market. You're just trying to get my hopes up. Stopped out. Oh. Well, kids, always make sure you check up there. Well, I guess my time was up. My time was due. Not as bad as a time where I did 94, which thankfully did work out in my favor, but thank you, Isaac. Isaac Carrillo. Thank you, man. I that helps. That helps. I appreciate that. Recover is likely to come. Someone was saying you're plenty. Is pastry chef? Is that your backhanded way of saying "I told you so"? For clarity's sake, pastry. Is that what you're saying? Did you just cleverly say "I told you so"? No, I don't. No, you don't have to donate anything. Like, all kidding aside, it's not helpful or funny right now for those of you joking. All right, let's get it back green. No, like that's very irritating what I just did. So like, I understand you're just trying to be funny, but now's not the time. From like a very human perspective, especially when it would have been totally fine now. It's not. Yeah, it's not. I don't have a whole lot of sense of humor right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what irritates me more. Probably what irritates me is the typo. The typo was just doggone it. But I don't know. The fact that it came out and took me out and then it's like I don't know. Yeah, that was just irritating all the way around. Is the account gone? No. This is the same account. These are NQ trades on the day. And then this is my MNQ. So again, I did not blow any accounts. I stopped myself out. That's what makes this frustrating is I stopped out almost at the high and then it dumped. Yeah, I had a typo. I meant to get 8. I don't know if this is true. I don't know because it's all hindsight. But had I started off with 8, no, I don't know. I wouldn't have done that because I was already, yeah, no, never mind. Again, this is not for those that are just getting here. What caused the bigness here was a typo. I thought this was 8. I don't even know how that ended at 28. I'll have to go back and watch. But I went short 28 MNQs, and I meant to do 8. So, yeah. Yeah. It is now smaller. You were already pushing the limit when you got in the trade. You would have gotten out. No. Yeah, exactly. It would have been a losing trade regardless. The point is, it was a losing trade of on 28. It says, well, hey, thanks, change. Unnecessary, but I appreciate it. No, Carlos, you can reset for $100 on Take Profit Trader. You can try again. So maybe the $100 doesn't seem like that big of a deal there, Carlos. But like on this one, it makes a big difference, right? If you blow up the 150K, instead of having to pay 216 again, you can reset for $100. So the one where it doesn't make sense, though, Carlos, would be if you do the 25K. If you cook that one, do not reset. Because again, with code Clay, you can get it for $90. So it would make no sense to reset it for $100 when you could just cancel that one, code Clay, and then get it for 90. But all these other ones, it makes sense to reset it because all these ones starting here are, more than the 100. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, it was already at 2. Okay, that would make sense how I was at 2 because I think on the previous trade I was trying to scale out 2 at a time. Okay, so that makes sense how it was at 2. And then when I went in there, I did not cancel that out. Gotcha. That makes sense. Is it still possible to trade silver? Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about your strategy, so impossible for me to say. Carlos, my friend. You seem like a smart guy. It's all right here for you, brother. 50K, right there. What did you ask about? MNQ, right there. MNQ are micros. Per trade, you can get up to 60. Or like I did 28 in one fell swoop. And then get punched in the face before it then would have went in your favor and been an epic trade. Dang, yeah, because I had my orders scattered out. But I would have still... I don't know. Whatever. I think he means, is it oh. Is it still oh. You might need to change the contracts. Yeah, on silver, go to SIK. K is the new contract. So that might be why there's no volume. You got to go to K. From the last trade, I learned that position size matters. Otherwise, you would have been held a trade. No, I don't think I would have held it longer. That was where my line in the sand would have been regardless. It just happens when you have bigger position size. You know, when you get stopped out, obviously it hits you that much harder. But yes, at the core, you're absolutely right. Position size is one of the very, 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 very most important things to focus on. Well, I'm a broken man right now. So yeah, I don't know if you enjoy this anymore. Maybe you think I'm the biggest baboon. I have no idea. But all I'll say is if you want to support the stream, code Clay all caps is ultimately what needs to happen. So I recommend Take Profit Trader. But if you want to, if you use one of these other ones and you want to, like I said, support the stream, code Clay all caps is how you can support it. It's viewer supported. So if you want to help keep it ad free and just keep the stream going, then yes, code Clay all caps. Because moments like this, I'm like, what am I doing? But I know tomorrow I'll feel better. I know tomorrow I'll have fun. But yeah, these are the moments where I'm like, dude. So code Clay. Anyways, thank you for being here, everybody. On your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, check your position size. Check your position size is hopefully the learning lesson from this one before you hop into a trade. And yeah, sometimes the market's just a cruel place. It is a cruel place. But yeah, all right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Take care. Hit that like button. Code Clay.